The next moment, Yi Mo actually felt his cultivation level that hasn't risen after devouring countless immortal ranges rise. It was very slow, but he clearly felt that if it kept increasing, he would eventually reach Immortal Monarch peak stage. The next moment, Yi Mo actually felt his cultivation level that hasn't risen after devouring countless immortal ranges rise. It was very slow, but he clearly felt that if it kept increasing, he would eventually reach Immortal Monarch peak stage. Rumble. Sha Yu Immortal Emperor's yellow beam had reached Yi Mo's chest. Yi Mo didn't care at all, and instead charged towards it. At the same time, Zisu's crevice lit up again. The 3 kilometers long purple crevice in the air smashed down with a terrifying black mark. Splurge. The crevice fell down from Sha Yu Immortal Emperor's brows, and his eyes immediately dimmed down. He looked at Yi Mo unrelentingly, but didn't want to fall. He didn't understand why Yi Mo didn't stop his lethal blow, and wanted to die with him. When the yellow beam exploded on Yi Mo's chest, can Yi Mo survive? Thud. At the same time, the yellow beam exploded on Yi Mo's chest. Yi Mo's clothes ripped, and marks of blood flew up. However, he didn't fall down like Sha Yu Immortal Emperor. The yellow beam just bloodied Yi Mo's chest but didn't pierce through. I understand, Sha Yu Immortal Emperor said before blood mist shot out of his forehead. He finally fell, and before his essence spirit could seep out, Shadowless ate it and threw a storage ring at Yi Mo. Brother? Tang Beiwei reacted and ran to Yi Mo. Yi Mo's chest looked bloody, but he was fine. I'm fine. Yi Mo patted Tang Beiwei's shoulder and ate another blue spirit essence pill while putting on a new set of clothes. Yi Mo didn't say much to Tang Beiwei as he knew more people from Xianlan Merchant Tower would come. But this time, it was 2 Immortal Emperor primary stage. One person hid amongst the crowd while the other charged towards him. The 2 Immortal Emperors saw Yi Mo hack open Sha Yu Immortal Emperor and Shadowless devouring the essence spirit. The Immortal Emperor appeared calm, but there was extreme shock in his eyes. Devouring an Immortal Emperor? What immortal spirit herb was this? Dao brother, why did you kill Sha Yu, Immortal Emperor? If our Xianlan Merchant Tower offended you, were willing to compensate. Even if you're a divine emperor, you can't casually kill our Immortal Emperor like this. The Immortal Emperor primary stage said. After killing Sha Yu and turning the Xianlan Merchant Tower to dust, Yi Mo's anger was finally appeased a little. Kill Sha Yu Immortal Emperor? Little thing, you're too naive. Boss means that Xianlan Merchant will disappear forever. You dare to reproach him? Whatever. It's the last time you'll be doing it in your life. Shadowless laughed and sealed off the escape path of this Immortal Emperor. He was very satisfied to act so cool in front of so many people. The Immortal Emperor primary stage's face changed. He didn't expect Yi Mo to be this dominant. There were so many Immortal Emperors here. Why did no one say anything? If they were so easily annihilated, they wouldn't survive till today. The Immortal Emperor primary stage glanced at the cold-faced Yi Mo and the greedy Shadowless, and his heart sunk. He didn't dare to ask Yi Mo anything, and just looked at the watching Immortal Emperors and spoke. Xianlan Merchant Tower is about to be exterminated. Everyone here are Immortal Emperors, beings who stabilize the 33 grand heaven domains. Wu Ming really want to ask why no one has come out to uphold justice? Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, was close to Yi Mo, so upon hearing this, he sneered, Your Xianlan Merchant Tower was selling sect leader Ye's little sister in the auction. Sect leader Yi saved her, but Sha Yu Immortal Emperor asked for sect leader Yi to compensate. Wu Ming, Immortal Emperor, you've reached Immortal Emperor for more than 10,000 years. Tell us how we should uphold justice? We should gang up on sect leader Yi and kill him to protect Xianlan Merchant Tower so you guys can keep auctioning his sister? Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor's words immediately caused some laughter. Yi Mo collected a lot of immortal ranges in the dimension, but also connected with some people. There were 6 or 7 immortal emperors from that palace here, other than Li Long, immortal emperor. The rest of them quite approved of Yi Mo. Wu Ming, immortal emperor, dazed. He didn't expect such things had happened. He only noticed Tang Beiwei next to Yi Mo now. He immediately recognized her now. What shocked Wu Ming the most wasn't Yi Mo killed Sha Yu, immortal emperor, but Yi Mo gaining the formal support of Zhang Ren, immortal emperor. Anything could be said in 2 ways. It depends which side the supporters we retaking. If Zhang Ren, immortal emperor, was supporting him, he would say that Yi Mo was being cocky and disrespecting the rules of the auction. Then he destroyed the merchant tower and killed an immortal emperor. This was seriously endangering the entire immortal realm. Wu Ming had realized the situation at stake and quickly saluted with his fists to Yi Mo. Sect leader Yi, I was out and didn't know we offended sect leader Yi. Wu Ming is willing to apologize and give our most genuine apology. Wu Ming wanted to calm Yi Mo down first. How could things end like that after killing their immortal emperor and bringing down their merchant tower? Yi Mo was going to regret going against Xian Lan merchant tower for a woman. Yi Mo said calmly, I said Xian Lan merchant tower will disappear from now on. Second, compensate 100 level 9 immortal spirit herbs, 10 billion immortal crystals. The third is whoever sent my sister to Xian Lan merchant tower, you guys must hand over the person to me. Wu Ming's face changed and said with trouble, Sha Yu, immortal emperor's death is our fault. I don't dare to judge if sect leader Yi is right or wrong on that matter. Personally, I'm willing to apologize to sect leader Yi. But us 3 immortal emperors aren't the ones behind Xian Lan merchant tower, but a being above immortal emperor. Plus, as a member of Xian Lan merchant tower, I'm not going to spill the privacy of the customer. Of course, Yi Mo didn't wait for Wu Ming to finish before expanding his domain. Lethal force instantly swept out. At the same time, Zissou hacked out too. He gave them a few conditions, but it didn't mean he was negotiating. Wu Ming dared to negotiate with him, constantly speaking about the Merchant Association, and wasn't going to hand out the person who caught Tang Beiwei. He was also subtly threatening him. So what if it was beyond immortal emperor? Kaimi was a divine emperor? Did he think that bringing out a non-existent divine emperor would make him scared to attack? He could tolerate other things, but his sister was almost ruined. Even if there was a primordial essence divine emperor behind him, he wasn't going to take it. With Yi Mo's attack, Wu Ming's face changed again. He didn't expect Yi Mo to be this dominant. He didn't even say anything. He was at least an immortal emperor and spoke of a support who was beyond immortal emperor. When Yi Mo's domain covered him, his immortal emperor domain was like a ship in a tidal wave. Not good. He was far from a match for Yi Mo. Wu Ming realized immediately and released his magic artifact. Before he could completely activate it, Yi Mo's shatter space had arrived. The sword rune tore apart everything in front of him. He could only barely block with his magic artifact before being hacked away. Wait, I agree. Wu Ming was scared soulless. He didn't expect Yi Mo would be this terrifying. Yi Mo didn't seem to hear this and punched again. Shatter space swept over. Splurge. Blood mist flew, and Yi Mo's punch had pulverized this immortal emperor primary stage. Shadowless looked at this in disappointment while licking his lips. An immortal emperor primary stage, and he wasn't able to eat it. Sigh. The square outside was filled with people from hollow immortal to immortal emperor. There were even some mortal cultivators, but when Yi Mo did what he did, the square was in complete silence. Immortal emperor was already the peak of the immortal realm. How many people could cultivate to immortal emperor? It wasn't easy for them to see an immortal emperor, much less see one get killed. But now, 2 immortal emperors were killed right in front of their faces without leaving behind a mark. It's said that the power of an immortal emperor was so great that he could even destroy a heaven domain. The immortal emperor battle could turn countless immortal cities to ruins, but this young immortal emperor killed 2 immortal emperors in a row and contained it to only this square. This was even more shocking. It's said that the power of an immortal emperor was so great that he could even destroy a heaven domain. The immortal emperor battle could turn countless immortal cities to ruins, but this young immortal emperor killed 2 immortal emperors in a row and contained it to only this square. This was even more shocking. No one thought that this meant their god wasn't strong. Instead, everyone knew that only extremely powerful people could gather the terrifying, scattering immortal essence. Even those immortal emperors watching on the side didn't dare to believe it. No one was able to see the real power of Yi Mo due to that flag. Now that Yi Mo killed an immortal emperor primary stage with 1 strike and a punch, everyone immediately knew that his power was no weaker than any immortal emperor. No wonder he dared to be so cocky. Yu Xiang and Yu Xie had been watching Yi Mo ever since he started trouble. Until now, they finally realized why even Nong Yen, immortal emperor, was showing Yi Mo respect. This wasn't because Yi Mo had some grand emperor behind him, but he was a being not to be messed with himself. A cultivator who had just ascended for such a short time had grown to a being who could easily kill immortal emperor. Despite seeing with her own eyes, Yu Xie didn't dare to believe it. Remembering when she said Yi Mo would at most be a golden immortal, she felt embarrassed. The square was silent, but Yi Mo broke it and looked at another man and said, "You should be the last immortal emperor of Xian Lawn Merchant Association, right?" The man never came out, but he didn't expect Yi Mo already recognized him. He was just like Wu Ming, immortal emperor primary stage. Although he was slightly stronger than Wu Ming, that was very limited. At the same time, he flew out and saluted with his fists to Yi Mo. His face was pale as he said, "I'm the 3rd immortal emperor of Xianlan Immortal Emperor, Zhong Kong. I understand what you mean. Xianlan Merchant Association will no longer exist. There's 12 billion immortal crystals in here, but only 20 level 9 immortal spirit herbs." Then, Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, gave a storage ring to Yi Mo. Yi Mo scanned the storage ring and nodded. It was normal there wasn't that many level 9 immortal spirit herbs. After all, these things were rare in the immortal realm too. Since Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, took out the storage ring, it meant that he was the one managing the resources. Seeing Yi Mo take the storage ring but not talk, Zhong Kong saluted with his fists. "It's Yuan Muxian who sent your sister here." He took an extreme great immortal range from the Merchant Association and a bottle of fire essence god water. "Yuan Muxian," Yi Mo repeated in confusion. Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, nodded seriously. "Yes, this person is called Yuan Muxian." Wu Ming didn't speak of his name before one was due to the strict rules of the Merchant Association, but more because this person was very cruel and vengeful. Wu Ming knew that if he said it, he would die for certain. Yi Mo dazed. Wu Ming wasn't scared of him killing Sha. "Why, you immortal emperor? Why was he scared of that Yuan Muxian?" Since Wu Ming, immortal emperor, was scared, why wasn't Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, scared? As though knowing what Yi Mo thought, Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, smiled bitterly. "I'm going to die. If I don't say it today, I might as well test my luck. Maybe that Yuan Muxian can't find me. This person's power is mysterious. No one knows what his cultivation level is. He once killed an immortal emperor tertiary stage, and he has a very powerful magic artifact called Clear Flow Vast Flame Bell. This is a magic artifact that can upgrade itself. He took the flame essence god water, probably to upgrade it. Yi Mo knew this water. It was a treasure that was just below astral flame marrow in the fire element items. It can not only upgrade rare flames, but also refine fire element magic artifact to be the top grade. If sect leader Yi has nothing else, I will be leaving now. Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, saluted with his fists. He knew he had to run away, as far as possible. Yi Mo nodded, and gave a jade card to Zhong Kong, immortal emperor. If that Yuan Muxian finds you, you can crush this jade card. Thank you, sect leader Yi. He knew this was beneficial to both him and Yi Mo. If Yuan Muxian came OT him, he would have to ask for help from Yi Mo. Meanwhile, Yi Mo wanted to find that Yuan Muxian too. Then, Zhong Kong, immortal emperor, disappeared. He had to hide. Sect leader Yi, long time no see. You seem better off than before. Zheng Ren, immortal emperor, came up to greet. Yi Mo quickly saluted with his fists and said, "Thank you, brother Zheng Ren, for helping me with your words." "Ha! I've seen sect leader Yi once long before." Nong Yen, immortal emperor, came up to greet too. Li Long, immortal emperor, had conflict with Yi Mo, so he turned to leave. The rest of the immortal emperors Yi Mo knew all came up to greet him. Some of the immortal emperors who didn't know Yi Mo also came up to connect with Yi Mo. Yi Mo briefly spoke with them before taking Tang Beiwei to an immortal rest tower. The immortal rest towers in the city were all packed, but when Yi Mo came, this immortal rest tower immediately gave out the most luxurious room to Yi Mo. Yi Mo told this place to only give him one room. They really were tight on rooms. He didn't need two. There were many things he wanted to ask Tang Beiwei, and he needed to teach her to convert cultivation essence to immortal essence. There was one thing Yi Mo still didn't understand. He didn't see that purple-robed immortal emperor. This meant that the immortal emperor didn't send his stone stool to the auction. He didn't even go to the auction. Why else did he come to the immortal city then? Brother? Tang Beiwei followed Yi Mo into the immortal rest tower and still couldn't contain her emotions. Yi Mo patted Tang Beiwei and let her sit down before asking, "Beiwei, tell me about it. How many more people from Mo City have ascended to the immortal realm?" Tang Beiwei calmed her mood. She reminisced to the first time she met with her brother and him giving her a fireball rune in the room. "After you left Mo City, we all worked very hard in cultivation, wanting to ascend to the immortal realm to meet up with you. My talent was very good, but later on it grew worse, and I became the slowest. Sister Susu gave me more immortal crystals, but I was still very slow and getting slower. Sister Susu, perhaps you guys would have all ascended, but I would still be stuck. Even Sister Yangzhu is faster than me. I'm really useless." Tang Beiwei was very anxious seeing everyone cultivate faster and faster while she got slower. Luo Ying understood how Tang Beiwei felt and sighed. "Beiwei, don't worry. Take it slow. That's the right path to cultivation." Yangzhu also comforted. "Yes, don't worry. After all, very few people can have Jingwen's talent. But you're all disaster transformation state or truth realization state, but I'm still stuck in cauldron filling state. Sister Jingwen had ascended for so many years," Tang Beiwei said sadly. Tang Beiwei suddenly woke up from a reminiscence. "And so did Yi Mo." He quickly grabbed Tang Beiwei and asked desperately, "Beiwei, you're saying Jing has already ascended?" Tang Beiwei suddenly woke up from her reminiscence. "And so did Yi Mo." He quickly grabbed Tang Beiwei and asked desperately, "Beiwei, you're saying Jing has already ascended?" Tang Beiwei nodded firmly. "Yes, Sister Jingwen ascended a few decades earlier than me. Didn't you see her brother?" Yi Mo's heart sunk and said, "I've been out all these years and just returned to the immortal realm. No, I have to go back to Mo, you immortal sect first." Yi Mo was desperate. Tang Beiwei wasn't delivered to Mo, you immortal city. Would Su Jingwen be delivered there? Plus, he didn't have the time to tell Lu Feng that Mo, you city cultivators would say they ascended from another continent. But Yi Mo knew that it wasn't easy going back down to the low heaven domains unless he could take the teleportation formation down. That wasn't easy to get on. It wasn't just a matter of power, but also status. "Brother, did you establish that Mo, you immortal sect?" Tang Beiwei asked. Yi Mo nodded. Yes, after I set up Mo, you immortal sect in Gonghua heaven, something's happened, so I never went back. Mo, you immortal sect, is quite strong, so it should be fine. Tang Beiwei nodded. Brother, if Sister Jean Gwen is at Mo, you immortal sect, then we don't need to go back in a rush. If Sister Jean Gwen isn't there, going back desperately can't solve the problem. Yi Mo sighed. He realized this too. Beiwei, tell me how you appeared in Jacques, Immortal City? This is the grand heaven domain. Tang Beiwei said, I don't know. After I ascended, I appeared in this very barren valley. The immortal spirit Qi. There was so dense that I wanted to cultivate there immediately. But I was desperate about you, so I wanted to find a place with people to ask where Gonghua heaven was. Before I left the valley, I was stopped by someone who looked like a block of wood. Yuan Muxian? Yi Mo asked in shock. Tang Beiwei shook her head. I don't know if that person is Yuan Muxian, but he looked like wood. The first thing he said when he saw me was, Prenatal Immortal Spirit Root? Ha ha! The Xianlon Merchant Association's fire essence god water is mine. Then he took me to Jacques, Immortal City. Did he take away the communication bead I gave you? Yi Mo clenched his fist. If he saw this Yuan Muxian, he would kill him for sure. As an immortal emperor, he attacked a newly ascended cultivator. Seeing Yi Mo's fury, Tang Beiwei quickly pulled him and said, Brother, I'm fine now. If I didn't go to that auction, I wouldn't be able to see you. My storage ring was taken away. There's a few fireball runes you made for me inside. To her, those fireball runes were very important. Yi Mo sighed and patted her head. Beiwei, I'll make you some better ones, don't feel bad. Pausing for a moment, Yi Mo continued asking, Beiwei, didn't you say your cultivation speed was slow? How did you suddenly cultivate fast? How are Susu, Qingxue, and Yangzhu and them? Is Yi Mo okay? Tang Beiwei nodded. I felt my cultivation speed was too slow, so I left Mo, U City alone to find some opportunities for breakthrough. When I left, Yi Mo was truth realization state, tertiary stage. Susu and Qingxue were all truth realization state. Sister Yangzhu was slightly lower. They're all very well. Don't worry, brother. Sister Jiangwen missed you too much, so she ascended early. Yi Mo nodded. Cultivation sometimes required fortune. When other people's fortune couldn't allow you to reach a higher level, then you would have to go out and find your own. Then I came to a spirit marrow range. I used that to break through to disaster transformation state. However, after reaching disaster transformation state, my cultivation speed skyrocketed. In a few decades, I was truth realization state peak stage. I was going to go back to MOU City for divine damnation, but I couldn't control my divine damnation and was forced to ascend. Yi Mo was quite shocked, and then asked, so that means Luoying and Qingxue, and them don't know you have ascended? Yes, when I left MOU City, Sister Luoying was truth realization state level 7. She's probably ascended now to... Tang Beiwei answered. Yi Mo asked again, do you know how long that Yuan Muxian took to bring you to Jacques, Immortal City? Tang Beiwei shook her head. I know nothing at all. When I woke up, I was at Jacques, Immortal City. Yi Mo wanted to judge from Tang Beiwei's words whether she ascended to Low Heaven Domain or Grand Heaven Domain. After a moment, Yi Mo said, Beiwei, the place you ascended to might not be simple. Usually cultivators would ascend to Immortal Ascension Palace, but you appeared in a valley. This might be related to where you ascended from. The two recounted their experiences, and soon one night had passed. Tang Beiwei's spirit root started to disappear as her cultivation level grew. Her current immortal spirit root was higher level. Yi Mo taught her cultivation. When Tang Beiwei began her cultivation, Yi Mo recounted when he fought with that black snow. If Shadowless didn't help, he would really be in danger. Theoretically, he cultivated under the bitter bamboo and had no heart demon. When he saw that black snow, he had some imaginations. It was far from heart demon, but it could be counted as a type. What confused him more was that when he woke up, his cultivation level loosened up a bit. Was it because he never had heart demon that his cultivation level was stuck? 2 days later, Yi Mo took Tang Beiwei around in the city and bought her some clothes and other things. Wu Ming, Immortal Emperor, said there was someone else behind Xian Lan Merchant Association, but Yi Mo had been in the city for a few days, and still no power came to him. Even the purple-robed man didn't come. Jia Kuei's secret realm was very famous in Fendu Heaven. It said that out of all the secret realms in the Grand Heaven Domain, only Jia Kuei's secret realm's entrance was in an immortal city. On the day of the opening, Yi Mo brought Shadowless and Tang Beiwei to the entrance. It was filled with people here. Yi Mo was famous in Jia Kuei's Shadowless, and Shadowless was very eye-catching. This secret realm could only be entered by immortal kings, so there were quite some immortal kings here. However, Yi Mo didn't get to see Li Kun, Jishu, and them. He saw that Xiang Changyong came from East Abyss Emperor sect, the same sect as Li Long, Immortal Emperor. When Xiang Sihongyong saw Yi Mo, he quickly lowered his head. He had been in the city for a while and clearly heard of Yi Mo's matters. The dragon horse next to Yi Mo exposed that Yi Mo was the little guy at the small heaven domain. Yi Mo came to the secret realm entrance and threw out a cultivation home immortal artifact before showing up a sign. The sign wrote buying level 8 and level 9 immortal spirit herb, can buy with immortal crystals or use immortal spirit herb to trade for any immortal pill below level 9. If someone else dared to set up this sign at the entrance, they would have been kicked away already, but when Yi Mo set up this sign, a few big merchant associations came to greet him in friendly manner. People were contemptuous to this sign, but no one stood up against it. Trade for any pill below level 9. Who did Yi Mo think he was? Only a few immortal emperors who knew Yi Mo guessed that the words might be real. If Yi Mo was a level 8 immortal pill grand master, then these words weren't absurd. Sect leader Yi, a purple-robed woman, suddenly walked up to Yi Mo and bowed. Yi Mo smiled. So it's me and Saint. Long time no see. You're already immortal king power. Congratulations. Yi Mo smiled. So it's me and Saint. Long time no see. You're already immortal king power. Congratulations. Yun Saint was a little worried at first, but hearing Yi Mo say this, she immediately breathed easy. My measly achievement is not worth mentioning. I've long wanted to visit Brother Yi, but my master didn't want me to be rude. So I only came now. Last time I owe you a fruit, I've already given it to your sister. Thank you, Brother Yi. Seeing Yi Mo still treat her with same attitude, Yun called her Brother Yi again. Tang Beiwei saw that a woman who was as good-looking as her already reached immortal king, and was very shocked. Yi Mo missed Li Kun and asked, "How is my sister Li Kun? I heard people say that she went to Chaos Star Realm to find an immortal spirit item." Yun said, "Which Chaos Star Realm?" Yi Mo asked in confusion. He guessed that Li Kun went to Chaos Star Realm to revive her fiancé Feng. But there were 4 entrances to the Chaos Star Realm. The foreign Star Realm entrance wasn't found yet. Yun shook her head. "That I don't know." "Wait, I have some business." Yi Mo saw Wujia Sound River's Wu Hui Immortal Emperor come over. Wu Hui Immortal Emperor brought his sect members to this Jia Kuei's secret realm. Of course, as an immortal emperor, he wasn't here just to lead the team, but also collect immortal spirit herbs. He had long seen Yi Mo and knew clearly what Yi Mo did in these few days. To be honest, in that lethal force dimension, he was already scared of Yi Mo's bullying. Now that Yi Mo came over, his face immediately wasn't right. Sect leader Yi, long time no see. Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, saluted with his fists first. Long time no see indeed. Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, I came to ask today if your Wuyin Immortal Emperor is back. Yi Mo said. He didn't have any good impression of this Wu Hui Immortal Emperor at all. Wu Hui Immortal Emperor knew what Yi Mo thought of him, and immediately answered, Martial Ancestor Wuyin isn't back. She's probably still in the void. Yi Mo dazed Wuyin Immortal Emperor was Nurk Immortal Emperor peak stage. There was no reason he hasn't come back yet. Seeing Yi Mo confused, Wu Hui Immortal Emperor answered again. Not only Martial Ancestor Wuyin, but a few other Immortal Emperors didn't come back too. Ever since we left there, we were teleported to different locations of the void. No wonder Wuyin wasn't looking for his trouble, Yi Mo thought. He added again, after things here are over, I will go to Jiufan Immortal Pond. If I find Saint Yi and Ding Jia are unwell, don't blame me then. Wu Hui Immortal Emperor's face sunk. He couldn't take this threat, and sneered. Jiufan Immortal Pond's people are here. You can go ask and see if I did anything. Hearing this, Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense out and noticed a subtle area. If Yi Mo didn't see one jade card hanging off the belt of a female sect members with the words Jiufan Immortal Pond, he really would know that this sect with just a few people was the Emperor's sect Jiufan Immortal Pond. Knowing this, Yi Mo ignored Wu Hui Immortal Emperor and went towards them. These female sect members clearly don't know who Yi Mo was, so too immediately stopped him when he came. They were a low-key sect and didn't care about outside matters, so it was normal they didn't know Yi Mo Jiufan Immortal Pond prevents male immortals from going in. Qianbei, please stop. One round-faced great eternity immortal stopped Yi Mo. Yi Mo saluted with his fists. I want to ask if Saint Yi is back. Is she in the sect or here? Huh? The two female immortal dazed. Who is looking for Saint Yi? A tired voice sounded. Yi Mo didn't scan his spirit sense, but he knew the person speaking had suffered injuries to the sea of consciousness. I'm Yi Mo, friends with Saint Yi. This time, before Yi Mo finished, he was interrupted by a shocked voice. You're Yi Mo? Jingxue, let him come in. You're saying Yi Mo is your brother? Am I? Yin Saint asked Tang Beiwei strangely. Yeah, he is my brother. Tang Beiwei nodded. Miyun was wearing a face veil, but the condescension in her bones made Tang Beiwei not used to it. She didn't like talking to such women. Miyun studied Tang Beiwei. Yi Mo was very mysterious, but no matter what, there was no way his surname was Yi, and his sister's name was Tang. His sister, Li Kun, wasn't Yi named. This Yi Mo liked to make sisters. Little girl, if you have nothing to do then, go back. This isn't a place you should be. Trying to get close to Big Boss. Let me tell you, Boss has close ties with someone called Mu Shaoran. You can save your effort. Shadowless felt Mi Yun's condescending attitude to Tang Beiwei and felt very annoyed. Mi Yun's face burned with embarrassment. She didn't mean exactly what Shadowless said, but she was trying to connect better with Yi Mo. She had long heard of Shadowless. This was a guy who could devour immortal Emperor God art and domain. Who would dare to offend him? Sister Beiwei, I'll be going first. If you're free, come to Ethereal Immortal Pond. I will welcome you greatly. Miyun quickly said. Tang Beiwei wanted her to go. She didn't want such a woman walking around brother. The sisters weren't here. What if she seduced her brother? But when she heard the words Ethereal Immortal Pond, she was dazed. You're from Ethereal Immortal Pond? Tang Beiwei asked in shock. Miyun Saint nodded. Yeah, I am. What's wrong? My sister used to be from Ethereal Immortal Pond, Tang Beiwei said, and felt embarrassed. Qingxue was only at an 8-star sect in the cultivation realm. Meanwhile, this Miyun was an immortal king. The difference was huge. Huh, your sister is from Ethereal Immortal Pond? Which dimension? Miyun showed a joyful expression. Tang Beiwei didn't expect Ethereal Immortal Pond had different branches in different realms and said with embarrassment, Sister Qingxue just stayed in ethereal immortal pond for a few years, and my brother took her away just when Mian wanted to speak. She sensed her master's message and quickly said to her, "Bei Wei, my master is calling me over. I'm going first, we'll talk when we're free." After Mian's saint left, Shadowless gloated. "See, this woman ran away as soon as I scorned at her. Next time if there's anything, just ask for my help. There's nothing I can't get done. I only need to open my mouth." The mysterious Shadowless in Tang Beiwei's eyes suddenly seemed not so reliable, but thinking about how Shadowless really did help Yemo, she said politely, "Thank you very much, Brother Shadowless." Hearing this, Shadowless said happily, "Remember, when boss is here, just call me Shadowless. If boss isn't here, call me whatever you want, hee." There were black lines running down Tang Beiwei's head. This Shadowless really wasn't very reliable. Shadowless didn't know that Tang Beiwei's impression of him completely changed and kept saying, "Little sister, boss treats you really well. You see that old man Wu Hui. He hunted boss for a few months, but boss still didn't kill him. That bullshit merchant association offended you. Boss killed 2 immortal emperors and decimated the merchant association. If that Wu Hui hunted you for 2 months, boss would have already killed him. Look at how nice boss is to you." Tang Beiwei was touched, but hearing Wu Hui hunting Yemo, she was shook. "My brother was hunted? What is this?" "It's all too normal that boss was hunted. It's not once or twice, but I heard this from Small Ginseng. Small Ginseng is too useless. If it was me, I would have chomped, and then he." Shadowless bluffed since both Small Ginseng and Yemo weren't here. "You're the Yemo that asked the sect to save after coming back?" A tired voice asked. "You're the Yemo that asked the sect to save after coming back?" A tired voice asked. This was just an immortal monarch, tertiary stage female immortal. Her looks were very pretty, but the deep look in her eyes showed she wasn't young. There were 6 female immortals standing on her side. 3 were immortal king, and 3 were great eternity immortal tertiary stage. "Yes, I'm Yemo. He went with me to Wujia Sound River. I asked Wujia Sound River just then. They said he came back, so I came to ask if she's really back." Yemo didn't know what the relationship between EY and this immortal monarch was, so he was very polite. This female immortal clearly didn't know what Yemo did. Yemo studied her, but she studied Yemo at the same time. After a while, she said, "You're so young, and you can reach immortal king middle stage. It's not bad, Sai, what a pity." Yemo frowned. He didn't understand what she meant, but he didn't say anything. This immortal monarch kept talking. "No wonder he thought of you as a friend. You dare to come search for her in such a place. Yemo, reaching immortal king means your talent is quite good. Listen to me. Leave quickly. The earlier the better. As for that Jia Kui's secret realm, I suggest you don't go. There are many good things inside, but they don't belong to you. Even if you come out from inside, you might not be able to take it, much less you might not even be able to go in." Yemo dazed, but he immediately understood what she meant. "I just want to ask about Saint Yi. I don't care about other things. Plus, I didn't plan on going in." Yemo said again. The female immortal shook her head. When he came back from Wujia Sound River, she asked the immortal emperor of the sect to save you. The sect objected, and was even going to take her saint status. However, the sect leader protected her, and even went with her to Wujia Sound River. Yemo was very grateful. Wujia Sound River had 4 immortal emperors. They had more immortal emperors and stronger immortal emperors than Jiufan Immortal Pond. Under such circumstance, the sect leader still dared to go to Wujia Sound River to speak for him. One could see that the sect leader treated E really well. Pity, sect leader Wan Xiao just took E to the sect entrance and encountered the number 1 ancestor of Wujia Sound River, Wuhua, immortal emperor Sang Qi. He just came back to the sect. He wasn't going to reason with anyone and beat sect leader to heavy injury. Luckily, sect leader had a powerful mobility technique and escaped. However, Wu Hua kept chasing. The female immortal said tiredly. Yi Mo was shook. He didn't expect this to have affected Yi Yi's master. The sect leader was hunted by Wu Hua, immortal emperor, and left Yu heaven. The other two immortal emperors of the sect were furious. They reproached the sect leader and captured Yi. They abolished her power and locked her up in the Jiufan Immortal Pond's Earth Abyss Fire Pond. Sigh. The female immortal looked at Yi Mo and said, "It's quite good that you can even come and ask about her. No wonder she helped you. You should leave quickly. Once you reach Immortal Emperor, just help E, and I would be very grateful." Old bastard. Yi Mo clenched his fists and cursed in fury. The immortal monarch dazed. She didn't expect an immortal king dared to curse an immortal emperor, but she was much more calm-mannered and said, "You should quickly go. Wujia Sound River's Wu Hui immortal emperor came. If he sees you, you would be over. I'm going to settle things with Wu Hui, that old bastard." Yi Mo blamed this all on Wu Hui. If it wasn't him, there wouldn't be all that trouble. "You're crazy." The female immortal got up and said in shock. Yi Mo didn't answer her. His face was bleak. The next moment, he dashed out of the room. The female immortal saw this and followed Yi Mo out. What happened? Yi Mo didn't even have time to find Wu Hui and landed next to Tang Beiwei. Her face was bad, and there was blood in his cultivation home. Seeing Yi Mo come over, Tang Beiwei quickly said, "Brother, this person came and was going to capture Shadowless. But Shadowless ate his arm." "Yes, boss, this guy tried to capture me. If it wasn't for that old bastard, I would have killed him already." Shadowless quickly said. That immortal king had lost an arm. There was a black mark on his face. Yi Mo studied this guy while Shadowless sound transmission to Yi Mo. "Boss, this guy with the mark is the one who sliced off Small Ginseng's arm. I was going to eat him, but that immortal monarch acted me over and stopped me. So it's the animal you raised." This immortal monarch saw Yi Mo was just an immortal king, and his tone grew rude. He waited till now because he was scared Tang Beiwei and Shadowless had big origins. If he knew Yi Mo was just an immortal king, he would have attacked already. "You're Yi Mo?" The immortal king with the black mark recognized Yi Mo. He came with his sect to here late and didn't know about what Yi Mo did. Last time, he knew on the immortal ship towards Qing Wei Heaven that Yi Mo killed his demon joy sect immortal king and robbed Hua Rushua's pill cauldron. He wasn't going to let this guy go. "Who are you?" Yi Mo asked. "The king here is demon joy sect Lu Ju." "Yi Mo, your pet injured me. I want to see who can help you." Lu Ju said happily, "Demon joy sect. I know, I killed an immortal king last time. Are there more for me to slaughter today? Shadowless eat him." Yi Mo said. Shadowless was waiting for this. He couldn't hold out any longer. If he killed this Lu Ju, he would have gotten revenge for Small Ginseng. By then, Small Ginseng would happily call him Big Brother. The immortal monarch from Jiufan Immortal Pond heard Yi Mo order his pet to eat the immortal king and quickly came up. "Wait, boss." Shadowless subconsciously looked at Yi Mo. Boss just came from where this woman came from. Before Yi Mo spoke, this immortal monarch laughed. "Ha ha, I see you have seen arrogant people, but never someone as cocky as you. You dare to order your pet to eat my demon joy sect immortal king. Do you think you're a divine emperor or an emperor sect ancestor?" As he spoke, his immortal monarch power rose. A terrifying killing intent swept over, but soon he noticed something wrong because other than the Jiufan Immortal Pond immortal monarch telling Yi Mo to not fight, everyone else was watching. No one scorned this little immortal king middle stage with him. He had reached immortal monarch after countless years. He was cunning like a 10,000-year-old fox. He instantly realized this scene. Then he saw the big sign at Yi Mo's cultivation home, and his heart went cold. If Yi Mo was simple, would he dare to place such sign there without anyone stopping him? Now, his powerful killing intent was stopped in front of Yi Mo. He even felt it sweeping back. Shadowless, eat him too. If it was some other sect, he would be reasonable, but for Demon Joy sect, never mind. He almost died to a Demon Joy sect immortal king, and there was conflict between them. Wait, this immortal monarch instead saluted with his fists to the female immortal monarch, Xiang Ji Marshall sister. Do you know this, EMO? Jiu Fan Immortal Pond was on par with Demon Joy sect. He needed to use an excuse to get things clear. Xiang Ji was confused too, and couldn't react seeing that this immortal monarch consulted her instead when Yi Mo ordered his pet to eat him. Shadowless wasn't going to wait. He opened his mouth and bit at Lu Ju. Wait. This was the third time Yi Mo heard this in a short while. Yi Mo said nothing, but Shadowless stopped. Shadowless knew that with this person here, he wouldn't be able to eat this immortal king. Xianfeng Qianbei. Xiangji, immortal monarch, saw this person and greeted. It was Xianfeng, immortal emperor from Demon Joy sect. He came a little late. Most Demon Joy sect disciples just reached Xia, Kui, immortal city today. They clearly didn't know about Yi Mo. Xianfeng, immortal emperor, just simply greeted Xiangji, immortal monarch, and saluted with his fist to Yi Mo. Sect leader Yi, why are you letting your pet eat my sect members for no reason? Yi Mo sneered. No reason? Which eye of yours did you see with that I did this for no reason? Shadowless, tell this old guy what happened. Are you doing this without reason? In fact, he had long seen Xianfeng, immortal emperor, come. If this old guy kept coming slowly, Shadowless would really eat these two. He wasn't going to go easy on Demon Joy sect, but since this old guy was here, he didn't want to make the situation too bad. Xiangji, immortal monarch, was already very shocked that Xianfeng, immortal emperor, didn't attack immediately, and instead saluted with his fists to Yi Mo politely. Now that Yi Mo called him old guy, Xianfeng, immortal emperor, didn't even get angry. He just had a bleak face. Shadowless heard this and immediately said bitterly, Boss, I was chatting with Bei Wei talking about some interesting stuff. Then this immortal king came to bully me and wanted to abduct me. I was so scared that I bit and accidentally bit off his arm. If you didn't come quick, Bei Wei, and I would have been beaten to death by Taste too. Tang Bei Wei looked dazedly at Shadowless and finally realized what shamelessness was. Lu Ju came to grab Shadowless, but from the beginning to the end, Shadowless was extremely excited. He didn't seem scared at all. Where did brother get such a shameless immortal pet? Lu Ju and that immortal monarch was also dumbfounded. Lu Ju wasn't surprised at Shadowless's words. He had seen how shameless Shadowless can be at the small heaven domain when they were about to break the second formation. Shadowless said his stomach hurt. What he was dazed at was that Xianfeng, immortal emperor, was the ancestor of the sect. Why was he so polite to an immortal king? Is that what happened? Xianfeng, immortal emperor's face went bleak. He was angry at Yi Mo, but also at Lu Ju. Why did he have to mess with Yi Mo? Martial ancestor. This dragon horse is the dragon horse that appeared at the small heaven domain last time. So, before Lu Ju finished, Xianfeng, immortal emperor, said coldly, So, you think everyone else is blind? Only you can see that it's a dragon horse? Lu Ju was shocked when he saw Shadowless and furious when his arm was bitten off. Now that he calmed down, he immediately realized that things were really so. This many people saw the dragon horse, but no one came up to say anything. Yusu, immortal monarch's heart sunk and rejoiced that he realized in time and deigned to attack. Otherwise, things wouldn't be so easy. Xianfeng saluted with his fist to Yi Mo again. Sect leader Yi, my sect members offended you first, I apologize. Before Xian Feng, Immortal Emperor, finished, Yi Mo knew what he meant and waved his hand. I want level 9 Immortal Spirit Herb. Lu Ju had calmed down now. Hearing this, he quickly bowed. If Lu Ju gets level 9 Immortal Spirit Herb in the secret realm, I will give it all to sect leader Yi. Yi Mo sneered. I don't want all of it. Just give me 70% of level 9 Immortal Spirit Herb. You can keep the rest. If I find your level 9 Immortal Spirit Herb is less than most people, then don't blame me. Yi Mo wasn't that nice to leave 30% to him, but he knew that if he left nothing to Lu Ju, it wasn't plausible. Lu Ju was scared of him now, but inside the secret realm, if he couldn't get anything, he wouldn't even try hard. Yes, I will do it. Lu Ju clearly knew what Yi Mo meant and nodded. Now that things were decided, Xian Feng, Immortal Emperor, immediately took Lu Ju and Yusu away. In the distance, Hua Rushue and Hua Yushue saw this and were speechless. Hua Rushue came earlier and knew what Yi Mo did. She knew that getting revenge from Yi Mo was going to be delayed indefinitely or never. Seeing Xian Feng, Immortal Emperor, take the sect members away fleeing, Xiangji, Immortal Monarch, looked at Yi Mo for a while before asking in confusion, Yi Mo, why is Xian Feng, Immortal Emperor, scared of you? Pfft, why do you even ask such questions? Of course he's scared that boss will kill him. Shadowless said in contempt. Even as cool as him, he's scared of being roasted and eaten by boss. Kill him? Xiangji, Immortal Monarch, was more confused. How does an immortal king kill an immortal emperor? Yi Mo didn't care about her confusion. She walked towards Wujia Sound River again. It seemed that Yi Mo really was doing as he said, looking for trouble with Wu Hui. Xiangji, Immortal Monarch, was getting more confused, and just subconsciously followed Yi Mo. Wu Hui saw Lu Ju look for trouble with Shadowless, but he didn't speak up about it intentionally, just so Yi Mo can have conflict with Demon Joy Sect. However, Xian Feng, Immortal Emperor, came back in time, and the conflict didn't happen. He was greatly disappointed. But then he noticed something wrong. Yi Mo was walking towards him. He immediately frowned. He wasn't the only one who didn't remind Demon Joy Sect. Why did Yi Mo come to him? Sect leader Yi, is there anything else? Wu Hui casually saluted with his fists and said coldly. He looked cold, but his heart was abating fast. He knew that Yi Mo was a madman. Only perhaps the Grand Emperors could stop him, but none of them were here. Is Shang-Chi back? Yi Mo asked directly. Wu Hui didn't expect Yi Mo to ask about Wujia Sound River ancestor, but he saw the Immortal Monarch behind Yi Mo and immediately knew what Yi Mo meant. He then said, The ancestor isn't back. I don't know about his business. Humph. Your Wujia Sound River is set on acting against me, locking up Xiaoyan, and then hunting my friend and her master. Do you think I don't dare to annihilate Wujia Sound River? Everyone nearby heard Yi Mo's furious voice. The scene immediately became silent. Xian Feng, Immortal Emperor, saw this and was overjoyed. To him, Yi Mo was a mad dog. Fighting Wujia River was the best thing. Everyone was shocked because it was taboo to casually speak about annihilating a sect, much less an emperor sect. Yi Mo knew this was taboo, of course, but he didn't care. The conflict between him and the Wujia Sound River was much more beyond Demon Joy Sect. Wuyin, Immortal Emperor, imprisoned Mu Xiaoyan. Wu Hua ancestor heavily injured Yi Wei's master and hunted her. He was definitely going to kill Wu Ying, and that was going to create enmity between him and the sect. With his current power, he didn't need to take it. His cultivation level was loosening up. Hearing this, Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor's face changed, and he sneered. Our Wujia Sound River has existed for countless thousands of years. It's not something that can be annihilated by anyone. Plus, sect leader Yi is a sect leader. Don't you know it's taboo to annihilate a sect? Oh, why didn't Wu Ying know it's taboo to capture Xiaoyan? Yi Mo sneered. Wu Hui calmed down and said, Sect leader Yi, Wu Hua is an ancestor of our sect, but he never manages the sect. Wu Ying also never manages anything. Instead, it's always Martial Brother Wu Yu, and me managing the sect. There's a source to your conflict. If you seek trouble with the two ancestors, Wujia Sound River will definitely not say anything. Who is seeking trouble with the two immortal emperor ancestors of Wujia Sound River? A voice sounded, and one man landed. Seeing this figure, the atmosphere became even more silent. Yi Mo's eyes narrowed. He knew this person. It could be said to be the most respected person here, Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. He has the title of Grand Emperor. He had heard a lot about Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, and have seen this person before, but Yi Mo looked down on this Immortal Emperor. This guy joined up more than 10 Immortal Emperor to attack Wushuang, Immortal Emperor. Not only did he not kill Wushuang, Immortal Emperor, but let Wushuang, Immortal Emperor kill 9 Immortal Emperors, and he was heavily injured himself. He had heard a lot about Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, and have seen this person before, but Yi Mo looked down on this Immortal Emperor. This guy joined up more than 10 Immortal Emperor to attack Wushuang, Immortal Emperor. Not only did he not kill Wushuang, Immortal Emperor, but let Wushuang, Immortal Emperor kill 9 Immortal Emperors, and he was heavily injured himself. According to what Jin Binyu said, Yi Mo guessed that this Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was probably a cunning and bleak character. Otherwise, he wouldn't invite Wushuang, and then accidentally let him see his previous woman. Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, breathed easy. Finally, a Grand Emperor came. Things would be much easier now. You're Yi Mo. You killed 2 Immortal Emperors from Xian Lan Merchant Association and closed the Merchant Association? Wei Feng asked, without waiting for Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, to explain. Clearly he knew who Yi Mo was before he came. Yi Mo looked down on such Immortal Emperor. Although he almost died in Wushuang, Immortal Emperor's Sea of Consciousness, it didn't mean he would stand on the same line as Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. Now, Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, spoke in a condescending manner to him, as though he was the master of everything, and he was a convict waiting to be judged. When Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, came over, everyone watched here. Xiangji, Immortal Monarch, standing behind. Yi Mo also saw Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. She immediately knew things weren't so simple now. She didn't dare to greet Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, but when she heard what Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, said, she looked at Yi Mo in extreme shock. No wonder so many Immortal Emperors looked at Yi Mo with troubled look. Yi Mo did such things in Jiaque, Immortal City. If it didn't come out from Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor's mouth, she would have thought she heard wrong. That's right. I did it, Yi Mo said calmly. He was thinking about his chances of winning. There were Immortal Emperors on the side. How many would go help Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor? But Yi Mo rejoiced that he was decisive in dealing with Xian Lan Merchant Association. Only that would make people concerned. When Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, attacked, as long as he didn't get the complete upper hand, not many people would be helping him. Ha ha! Good courage, the Wan Bais are astounding. Wei Feng smiled, but in his heart, he was furious. He wasn't furious that Yi Mo annihilated Xian Lan Merchant Association, but Yi Mo, as a Wan Bei, didn't bow to him nor greet him. He was too rude. Wei Feng was more disappointed that no one came out to reproach Yi Mo for disrespect. He thought about it and immediately understood why. Yi Mo was so crazy towards Xian Lan Merchant Association. As long as Yi Mo didn't die, no one would stand up openly against him. It seems that people were almost forgetting about him, since he hasn't killed in recent years. Do you think you know a few god arts, so you think all the reason in the world is in your hands? Even if Xian Lan Merchant Association is wrong, it's not up to you to eradicate them. If everyone kills Immortal Emperor casually just because they're strong, then the immortal realm would be in chaos. Since the Emperor saw you, You shall come with the emperor to Qing Wei heaven. Then Wei Feng, immortal emperor's power rose. He could see that Yi Mo hid his power, but he could also see that Yi Mo didn't reach immortal emperor. He didn't know Yi Mo's exact power, but he was at most an immortal monarch. As the violent immortal emperor, peak stage domain swept out, Xiangji, immortal monarch, was swept away by this overwhelming power unprepared. The nearby immortals also moved away. Soon, there was just Yi Mo facing Wei Feng, immortal emperor. Xiangji, immortal monarch, stopped and saw Yi Mo's immortal pet. Shadowless could tell that boss would have it tough facing against this guy. Shadowless quickly said to Xiangji, "Hey, take care of little sister Beiwei. I'm going to help boss teach this old bastard a lesson." Wei Feng, immortal emperor's domain, started in a wave and expanded to the vast ocean. But Yi Mo didn't move at all and answered calmly, "None of your business. You..." Wei Feng, immortal emperor, was shocked at Yi Mo's domain and immortal essence, but now he almost spat blood. Ever since he had reached immortal emperor, no one had dared to talk to him in such cocky manner. Even Feng Kong, grand emperor, wouldn't speak to him like this. Yi Mo was a mere insect below immortal emperor. How dare he be so cocky? Wei Feng couldn't take it anymore and sweat out his immortal emperor domain, as well as his magic artifact, Truth Abstruse Star. 49 dark red stars formed a spoon shape and instantly wrapped around Yi Mo. An ordinary immortal would have been turned to dust in a second. But Yi Mo was no ordinary person. His body refinement reached immortal god body middle stage. The stars had a great pressure on him, but he wasn't defenseless. Plus, Shadowless was here. Wei Feng, immortal emperor's domain, was extremely powerful. It almost materialized, but Shadowless didn't care. He just came up and bit down. Crack. Even the immortals on the side could hear the domain cracking. While gasping at Wei Feng, immortal emperor's domain, they were also shocked at Shadowless's power. The moment Wei Feng's domain was broken, Yi Mo's domain swept over. Originally, Yi Mo's domain was much weaker than Wei Feng's domain, but now, with Shadowless, they reached a balance. Such powerful devouring capabilities. Wei Feng, immortal emperor, had long noticed Shadowless, and in fact, he came here partly due to Shadowless. Shadowless could devour domain, just as he heard. He was secretly overjoyed, but also shocked. He loved Shadowless's devouring capabilities. If he took Shadowless, and then with Shadowless's help he wouldn't fear even the 4 Grand Emperors. He was shocked at how powerful Yi Mo's domain was. This domain was no weaker than ordinary immortal emperor. No wonder he could kill 2 immortal emperor. Wei Feng, immortal emperor, actually found that if he didn't use his lethal move, he wouldn't even have the definite advantage over Yi Mo. Yi Mo was originally suppressed by Wei Feng, immortal emperor's domain, but now that Shadowless broke it, he immediately felt easier. Although his domain couldn't completely suppress Wei Feng's, but he could use his god art now. The 49 abstruse stars were gathering close. That oppressive feeling was getting stronger and stronger. This almost made Yi Mo unable to breathe. This was the first time Yi Mo saw such terrifying magic artifact. If it wasn't that Shadowless helped him bite into the immortal emperor domain, he would be in the definite lower hand. Once he was trapped by the 49 stars, he could only wait and die. Yi Mo didn't release Sisu. He had realized now that Wei Feng, immortal emperor's power was much stronger than Sha Yu, immortal emperor. His original contempt was gone. He released his strongest god art 5 lightning spear destruction without hesitation. It didn't need any winding up. It was Yi Mo's strongest god art, and ever since creating it, he had never used it. The 49 abstruse stars were getting more oppressive, and Yi Mo's immortal essence tore that pressure like crazy, but he couldn't use the entire 5 lightning spear destruction. Shadowless knew that the 49 stars wasn't something he could devour yet. Although Wei Feng's domain was hard to devour and he might crack his teeth, Shadowless still opened his mouth and bit down twice without hesitation. Wei Feng's already tattered domain cracked open a long crevice. The pressure of the 49 stars eased up a bit down. Yi Mo released 5 lightning spear destruction immediately. 5 extremely thick lightning spears suddenly appeared and struck down. There was no wind-up nor any void lethal force, but when Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, felt these 5 lightning spears, the terrifying killing intent already loomed over him. Ear-screeching lightning sound struck and appeared above Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor's head. Under the illumination of the 5 thick lightning spears, the surroundings lit up in vibrance. However, the feeling that the 5 lightning spears gave Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was extremely terrifying. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor's heart shook. He doesn't remember how long it has been since he felt this feeling. Last time, it was the battle with Wu Shuang, Immortal Emperor. Today, he felt this feeling on someone who wasn't even Immortal Emperor yet. The 49 stars instantly split into 2 groups. 25 of them had formed 5 rings, each of them blocking 1 lighting spear. The 49 stars instantly split into 2 groups. 25 of them had formed 5 rings, each of them blocking 1 lighting spear. The 25 black stars smashed together with the 5 lightning spears, creating this heaven-shocking wave. The explosive sounds and terrifying rattling of space shocked nearby people back once again. The 5 lightning spears that were countless times faster than electric sparks were smashed by the 25 stars and immediately dispersed. At the same time, the 25 black stars dimmed down. Small, fine black crevices appeared in the void, seeping out terrifying chi. Everyone was very shocked. They all knew what this crevice was. This was real void crevice. Although this was far from tearing open the void, but the first clash between their god, arts created this terrifying crevice. One could see how powerful their immortal essence was. Even just watching on the side, one might get swept in and pulverized if one wasn't careful. Luckily, when the 2 fought, they knew there were people around, and with more than 10 immortal emperors setting up immortal essence walls together, the chi that spread out was blocked. In order to stop Yi Mo's lightning spear, Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, took back 25 stars. The northern constellation formation immediately crippled. The remaining 24 stars' power dropped drastically. When Yi Mo used Shatter Space, the punch brought 24 void ruins and smashed on these 24 stars. Thud, thud, thud. The huge collision sounds came about non-stop. Instantly, Yi Mo's Shatter Space Fist Force was crippled. Void ruins smashed on Yi Mo, making him fly back with a few blood marks. Shadowless landed next to Yi Mo and asked in shock, "Boss, are you fine? Why not use 9 lightning spears instead of 5? You're going too easy on him." However, Shadowless sound transmission was flawed. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, instantly caught onto the space ripples and heard what Shadowless said. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was already shocked at Yi Mo's 5 lightning spear destruction. This was the first time his 49 stars didn't kill a person who wasn't even Immortal Emperor yet. Yi Mo wasn't even heavily injured. Hearing Shadowless words, he realized that Yi Mo could use 9 lightning spears. Yi Mo was at the definite lower hand, and he knew he was no match for Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. Yi Mo was very speechless at Shadowless trying to be smart and patted his head. "Even if you don't talk, no one will think you're mute." Shadowless sound transmission didn't have such loopholes under his teachings. Now that he used that low tactics, it was letting Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, knew that he couldn't use 9 lightning spears. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, Shadowless did this intentionally. The Immortal Emperors, at the opening of the small heaven domain, knew clearly about Shadowless. Based on what people who have seen Shadowless and Yi Mo said, Shadowless had a failed sound transmission before. He suspected that Shadowless did this intentionally. It's been this long. Why didn't Yi Mo teach Shadowless the right way to sound transmission? However, he was also dubious whether Yi Mo was Ning Xiaoma. Plus, with what Yi Mo showed just then, he guessed that with Yi Mo's power, it wasn't rare to use 9 lightning spears. Shadowless trick actually made Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, believe him. He didn't have the confidence to kill or subjugate Yi Mo, and now that Shadowless said this, he realized even more that he might be able to beat Yi Mo, but it would be very hard to kill him. He had the definite upper hand in that fight. If he fought with Yi Mo and both sides got injured or he had to release his secret moves, then that wasn't what he wanted. Since he couldn't subjugate Yi Mo easily, he wasn't going to keep fighting. He didn't do things he didn't have confidence in. Yi Mo knew he was no match for Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, and since this guy didn't fight, clearly he wasn't. No wonder you're so cocky. You can block my attack. On this account, I'll let you go. But just with your power, it's far from being able to be cocky here. You have no business here with Wujia Sound River. If you dare to threaten Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, again, then don't blame me. There was something he didn't say. He could tell Yi Mo was at least an immortal god body, refinement immortal. Otherwise, those small void crevices would heavily injure him. This was why he felt more threatened by Yi Mo. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, collected the stars and stood in the air with his hands behind his back. Compared to Yi Mo's state, he seemed much easier. Plus what he said, some people who couldn't understand thought Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, let Yi Mo go out of magnanimity and immediately respected Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, for his character. But some people who could understand could see that Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, felt threatened by Yi Mo and didn't want to keep fighting. As for telling Yi Mo not to come back and threaten Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, that was slapping Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor's face. He was helping Wujia Sound River, yet this bastard didn't help in fighting, nor words at all. He acted like he was just a bystander watching a show. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was furious. I don't need other people to tell me whose trouble to not look for. The king doesn't need someone to forgive. If you want to fight, then fight. No need for bullshit. Yi Mo knew he couldn't beat Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, but don't even think about using him to act cool. Yi Mo had made up his mind that if Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was going to fight, he would make this old guy lose face and take away Bei Wei. Sick me you want to die. Then don't blame the emperor. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, didn't expect that Yi Mo wouldn't give him a way down. He was losing face. Brother Wei Feng, Zheng Ren has something to say. Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, quickly came up. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, breathed easy and nodded while looking calm. So it's Brother Zheng Ren, please speak. Sect leader, you was just saying some things. It's not like he would really do anything to Wujia Sound River. Plus, they have 2 more ancestors. Plus, after Brother Wei Feng. Sect leader, you would know that there's no limit to the path of cultivation. Why take this seriously with him, Brother Wei Feng? But I was wondering why Feng Kong Grand Emperor and Dragon River Grand Emperor didn't come this time. Zheng Ren changed the subject subtly. It wasn't just Zheng Ren who saw the intricacies of the battle, but he was the first to act as the good mediator. Those people knew that after the battle, both of them didn't want to keep fighting. However, Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, wanted face, but Yi Mo didn't give it to him. That's what caused the stalemate. What Zheng Ren said got the appreciation of both Yi Mo and Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. Wu Hui, Immortal Emperor, could tell Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was unhappy with him, but he could only come out and thank Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor now. Tang Bei Wei was just a hollow immortal, but she could tell her brother couldn't beat Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. Seeing the 2 didn't keep fighting, her heart finally rested. Seeing Yi Mo come over, she quickly said in a small voice, Brother, why don't we go first? Yi Mo waved his hand. No need, stay here. I need to buy Immortal Spirit Herb. I can't leave now. How can Yi Mo leave now? His cultivation level bottleneck was loose now, but he wasn't level 9 immortal pill grandmaster yet. He couldn't concoct the pills for break through to immortal emperor yet. If he wanted to beat Wei Feng immortal emperor, he would have to reach immortal emperor. Otherwise, he was far from teaching Wei Feng immortal emperor a lesson. At the same time, Yi Mo started to doubt the authenticity of Zhen Bingyu's words. He thought that Wei Feng immortal emperor wasn't very strong. After all, he joined up with more than 10 immortal emperor and didn't completely kill Wu Shuang immortal emperor. Instead, a few immortal emperors on their side died. Based on that, Wu Shuang immortal emperor was very powerful, but it also meant Wei Feng immortal emperor wasn't very strong. However, the battle today made Yi Mo realize that Wei Feng immortal emperor was the strongest immortal emperor he had ever fought. How could such a powerful guy have such a battle result with Wu Shuang immortal emperor? If it wasn't that Zhen Bingyu's news was wrong, then it was Wu Shuang immortal emperor was too scary. Or Wei Feng immortal emperor didn't use full power when they fought Wu Shuang immortal emperor, but other immortal emperors came to help him. Why didn't he use full power? Unless Yi Mo glanced at Wei Feng immortal emperor, who was chatting with a smile, and felt this was more eerie. Unless Wei Feng immortal emperor intentionally hid his power so Wu Shuang immortal emperor could kill a few more immortal emperors. Wu Shuang immortal emperor was just relying on a spirit, 9 transformations. Yi Mo cultivated to the 4th transformation but didn't feel spirit, 9 transformations could kill 9 immortal emperors in a row. Xiangji, immortal monarch, just woke up from her shock. Yi Mo could even take on Wei Feng, immortal emperor. This was too scary. She immediately thought of the Saint Yi, who was locked up, and quickly said to Yi Mo, "Sect leader Yi?" Xiangji, immortal monarch, didn't even speak, and Yi Mo knew what she meant, and said, "Please come in and have a talk." Xiangji, immortal monarch, didn't even speak, and Yi Mo knew what she meant, and said, "Please come in and have a talk." Even Wei Feng, immortal emperor, didn't do anything to Yi Mo. No one dared to say anything near Yi Mo's place. Plus, Shadowless was sitting at the door. No one even dared to come close. Xiangji Qianbei. Before Yi Mo finished, Xiangjie, immortal monarch, quickly got up and said, "Sect leader, Yi, just call me Xiangji. I don't dare to be called Qianbei." Yi Mo nodded. "Then please tell me more about Yi and that Earth Abyss Fire Pond." Xiangji, immortal monarch, was going to ask Yi Mo to help save Yi. And now that Yi Mo asked, she immediately said, "Jiufan immortal pond is different to other sections. The sect leader has very great power and can cultivate in the Tianji immortal marrow." As though feeling that she shouldn't talk about the power struggles in the sect, she changed subject and said, "Yi's master sect leader, Wan Xiao, didn't listen to the other 2 immortal emperor elders and took Yi to Wujia Sound River to help you. In the end, she had conflict with Wu Hua, immortal emperor, and was hunted. Yi was taken back by Yuan Yun, martial uncle, and locked up in the Earth Abyss Fire Pond. Is it that Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, didn't get to be sect leader? So that's why she's unhappy with Yi's master?" Yi Mo didn't like power struggles, but he sensed this bullshit immediately. Xiangji, immortal monarch, quickly said, "This isn't something we Wan Bais can discuss. Wan Xiao sect leader got the position passed down from Feng Feng, martial ancestor. Yi caused great trouble for the sect this time, so she had her powers erased and locked up." Yi Mo sneered. "A small business between 2 emperor sects is called great trouble? Did Wu Hua hunt Yi, wise master, due to some other reason as well? Why did sect leader Wan Zhao's master go? I don't dare to say if there are other reasons. As for martial ancestor Feng Feng, I heard martial uncle say that the martial ancestor felt her life was nearing its end and left the immortal realm to seek the god path." Yi Mo said, Yi Mo could tell this entire thing was Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, acting up. Not only did she not help the sect leader, but instead punished Yi to suck up to Wujia Sound River. Yi Mo didn't care what intentions this Yuan Yun, immortal emperor. Had he just wanted to know how Zhang Tai was doing now? Who erased Yi's power? What place is that Earth Abyss fire pond? If her power is erased, how can she stay alive in that place? Yi Mo's tone was getting angry. If it wasn't that Xiang Ji was quite supportive of Yi, he would have rung her to Jiu Fan, immortal pond already. Xiang Ji, immortal monarch, could feel the coldness in Yi Mo's tone, and subconsciously shivered. It was no strange thing for him to attack the sect and even kill Yuan Yun, immortal emperor. She finally realized what terrifying friend Yi Mo was to Yi. She didn't understand why Yi Mo was being abused by Wu Hui, immortal emperor, before, since he was this terrifying. She clearly saw that Wu Hui, immortal emperor, didn't even dare to say no to Yi Mo. She didn't dare to ask about this and quickly replied. Yi's master left Yi a top defense magic artifact called Jade Void God Flame Lid. This magic artifact could block the flame marrow from the fire pond. If Yi still had her powers, she would be able to last fine for tens of thousands of years, but without her power, she might not even last 200 years. Yi Mo sneered and got up. Yi lost her powers due to him. No matter how much he needed level 9 immortal spirit herb, he would have to save her first. At the same time, he need to ask about Ding Jie. I'm going to Jiu Fan, immortal pond. Yi Mo made up his decision. There were still a few days before the secret realm opened. Plus, it would be after the secret realm closed that immortal spirit herbs would be coming out. He had come early and taken a good position. As long as he left his cultivation home magic artifact here, it would be fine. When he came back from Jiu Fan Immortal Pond, he would collect his immortal spirit herbs. He didn't believe with the power he showed someone would dare to steal his place. He could leave Tang Beiwei and Shadowless here, but he felt worried, so he would take them. I'll go with you, Xiang Ji, immortal monarch, immediately said. She knew Yi Mo's power, and pissing Yi Mo off wasn't good for Jiu Fan, immortal pond. She could act as the mediator. Yi Mo knew her intentions and nodded in agreement. He didn't want to cause huge trouble at Yi's sect. Seeing this, she quickly went to her sect place and handed the business of entering the secret realm to another immortal monarch, and came to Yi Mo. Seeing Yi Mo and Xiang Ji come out, many people looked over. After all, the battle with Wei Feng, immortal emperor, just then was too shocking. Yi Mo saluted with his fists and said loudly, I have a small cultivation home, immortal artifact, taking a position here. I need to leave here and do something. After I come back, I will come back and purchase immortal spirit herbs. Friends, please help look after it. With this many immortal emperors, sects, and merchant associations here, Yi Mo was probably the only one daring to leave a cultivation home immortal artifact and take a spot. All these people here were here to buy immortal spirit herbs, and although there were a lot of high-level immortal spirit herbs inside, it was limited. Which sect or merchant association here lacked immortal crystals? If one had a good position, he could buy first. Yi Mo came early and got one of the best positions, although many people admired, but no one dared to ask for Yi Mo's position. Wei Feng, immortal emperor, was talking to a few other immortal emperors, and hearing this, he frowned, but he didn't say anything. He knew that if he did, it would be another huge battle. If Wei Feng, immortal emperor, wasn't here, people would agree to Yi Mo's words, but now that Wei Feng, immortal emperor, was here, no one wanted to offend him, just like how no one wanted to offend Yi Mo before. Yi Mo then drew a huge circle around his immortal artifact and set up a defense formation before writing the big words, Mo, you immortal sect, immortal spirit herb buying place. Damn overlord. Seeing this, Demon Hoi sect Hua Yushua cursed. She detested Yi Mo. In the bluish-gray dimension, Yemo looked down on her and said she and Hua Rushue insulted the word shui, snow. Shut up, are you looking for trouble? An immortal monarch tertiary stage next to Hua, Yushue reproached. Yemo's news had spread, and even the sect ancestor didn't want trouble with Yemo. Yemo set up his place, and then released low-grade god artifact space time boat and sliced through space and disappeared. Jiu Fan Immortal Pond was just in Fan Du heaven. Yemo didn't even need to take the teleportation formation. His space-time boat was a counterfeit, but it would only take a day or two. PSCHH, one green-robed, great eternity immortal tertiary stage from ethereal immortal pond, couldn't resist laughing after Yemo left. Me Yun Saint looked at this great eternity immortal in confusion. Martial Sister G, Yun, what are you laughing at? This great eternity immortal female immortal looked at the land. Yemo circled. Martial Sister Me, Yun, why do I feel like the sect leader Yi is like a kid? Is he playing a child's game? So funny. A few other female immortals from ethereal immortal pond also started laughing. Suddenly they heard an authoritative voice. Is it very funny? Who do you think would rob sect leader Ye's land? You're not allowed to publicly discuss sect leader Yi from now on. Then this voice said to Mi Yun, come in with me. Yes, martial ancestor. The nearby ethereal immortal pond sect members immediately stopped laughing and bowed. Greet martial ancestor. Mi Yun quickly bowed after coming in. Greet martial ancestor. Mi Yun quickly bowed after coming in. This middle-aged woman was the immortal monarch of ethereal immortal pond. She was the strongest person other than immortal emperors in the sect. Mi Yun, tell me about it. How do you know that sect leader Yi? The immortal monarch asked calmly. Mi Yun quickly explained the process of how she met Yemo and didn't hide anything. The immortal monarch heard this and frowned. He knows the best stealth cultivation method. That's without a doubt. Even I can't see his real cultivation level. But since he used stealth cultivation method to trade going in the small heaven domain, why did he leave after you got the things? Mi Yun fell silent and shook her head after a long while. I don't understand, too. He borrowed my jade card for many days and eventually didn't think of a way to get into the small heaven domain. He was probably very dejected. The immortal monarch said plainly, I haven't seen this Yemo many times, but I've heard of him a few times. I heard about him using our immortal well last time. I also saw the matter between Wei Feng, immortal emperor, and him. Mi Yun, do you think he's someone to suffer a loss and let it go? Thinking about this, Mi Yun Saint nodded. He doesn't seem to be someone to suffer a loss and let it go. This is strange. The immortal monarch added that Yemo wanted Pengyu immortal fruit just so he can become immortal king. And now he's at least immortal king middle stage power. This meant he got the Pengyu immortal fruit at that time. If you didn't give it to him, then he got it from the small heaven domain himself. I understand. So they're the same person? Mi Yun said. Who is the same person? The immortal monarch immediately asked. Mi Yun bowed. Ning Xiaoma and Yemo are the same person. Ning Xiaoma wasn't amongst the list to go to the small heaven domain, but he appeared there. I heard others say that Yemo's dragon horse was his friend Ning Xiaoma's, but now I realize Ning Xiaoma is Yemo. The immortal monarch breathed easy. I guessed right, he really did go in, but martial ancestor. That Yemo doesn't have a jade card and didn't let me take him in. How did he get in? Mi Yun asked in confusion. The immortal monarch said plainly, if I didn't guess wrong, you brought Yemo in. What? Me? Mi Yun looked at the immortal monarch in extreme shock. He clearly left, and then I went in alone. Yes, the 2 instant transmissions he used was probably for the loophole he left in the jade card. Otherwise, how could someone like him forget to give you stealth cultivation method? The immortal monarch said, and then praised. Amazing, too amazing. She had to admit Yemo's capabilities. Not only did he trick Mi Yun, but He also tricked the immortal emperors. This was too terrifying. More terrifyingly was that Yi Mo didn't leave the small heaven domain. The small heaven domain exploded, but Yi Mo could avoid it, and his cultivation level progressed this fast. There definitely was a huge secret on him. Many people believed there were secrets on Yi Mo, but his cultivation level was too terrifying, and no one dared to mess with him. Yi Mo fell silent. She wasn't dumb. How could she not know that their deal was complete? Otherwise, how could Yi Mo give her the stealth cultivation method? She just didn't know, and gave Li Kun a fruit like an idiot. That Yi Mo isn't old, but I'm certain his future is boundless. Many people probably guessed that Yi Mo is Ning Xiaoma, but I suggest you don't spread it. Yi Immortal Monarch warned. I know, Mi Yun quickly said. Yi Immortal Monarch nodded. If I tell Yi Mo that Ethereal Immortal Pond wants to have a marriage engagement with him and send you to be his Tao partner, what would you think? Mi Yun's face didn't change at all. Ethereal Immortal Pond was just a very ordinary sect. They could have their status today, mainly due to their marriage engagements. Whether it was in the cultivation realm or the immortal realm, this has never changed. Ethereal Immortal Pond would join up with those extremely talented people through marriage engagements. Disciple is willing to be Tao partners with Yi Mo, but Mi Yun showed a face of regret. But what? Yi Immortal Monarch asked desperately. Mi Yun sighed. I was once interested in Yi Mo and tested him on the spot, but he rejected me. So even if martial ancestors brings this up to him, it's useless. If I suddenly say I like you and want to help you, would you believe me? Mi Yun thought of what she said to Yi Mo, seeing Yi Immortal Monarch a bit disappointed. Mi Yun quickly said, Martial Sister Ning, you seem to be close with Yi Mo. Yi Mo went into the pond for cultivation on the invitation of Martial Sister Ning Yu. Their relationship only seemed to have deteriorated after Fong Chen appeared. When things here are over, invite Yi Mo to come Ethereal Immortal Pond. If he's willing to come, there's still some chance left. Yi Immortal Monarch immediately said, Yes, Disciple understands. Mi Yun felt a little awkward, but she knew this concerned Ethereal Immortal Pond's future status. When Yi Mo came outside Jiufan Immortal Pond, he could see from a far distance that the place looked like an immortal pond floating in the air. There were mountain ranges and extremely luxurious buildings. From Xiangji's words, Yi Mo knew that the reason the sect was named so was because there were 9 immortal ponds in the sect. Tianji Immortal Marrow Pond and Earth Abyss Fire Pond were just 2 ponds. One was a sacred cultivation ground. One was a prison. When Xiangji Hollow Immortal brought Yi Mo and Tang Beiwei here, there were already 8 people greeting them. To Yi Mo's surprise, there was a male immortal amongst them. He was Immortal Emperor Power. Yi Mo knew that the sect only took in female disciples. Jiufan Immortal Pan Yuan Yun greets sect leader Yi. Welcome to our sect. Your presence lights up our sect. It was a middle-aged woman at the front. She wasn't young, but her looks were still better than those female immortal around her. Ha ha, so sect leader Yi is this young. No wonder Ding Jia. For my sect admires sect leader Yi so much. I'm Red River Emperor Sect's Jin Hui. Greet sect leader Yi. The man laughed and saluted with his fists. Yi Mo breathed easy. He didn't need to go to Red River Emperor Sect anymore. After a brief greeting, Yi Mo asked Jin Hui, Immortal Emperor, I'm wondering how my friend Ding Jie is. Jin Hui, Immortal Emperor, clearly heard of Yi Mo's news and knew why Yi Mo came. He quickly said, Sect leader Yi, I came for Ding Jie's matter. Ding Jie came back to the sect and asked the sect Immortal Emperor to help sect leader Yi. However, our sect was short-sighted, and because Ding Jie was fine, we didn't want to intervene. In his fury, Ding Jie left the sect. Ding Jie is the most outstanding sect members of our sect. I just came back from outside and heard of this. I immediately came here to ask if Ding Jie came over, but I was fortunate to encounter sect leader Yi. I'm truly honored. Yi Mo heard this and realized that Ding Jie and Yi's status was completely different. Ding Jie left the sect on his own, but Yi was locked up. Sect leader Yi, it's been a tiring journey. Please come to the guest hall for some tea and rest, Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, said with a smile. How could she not know why Yi Mo came? If she knew Yi's friend was this powerful, why would she be the bad guy? Yi Mo said plainly, no need for tea. I came to visit Yi. Take me to see her. His dominance was clear in his tone. He didn't even request for permission. Yuan Yun, immortal emperor's face looked bad. She was an immortal emperor middle stage, but Yi Mo didn't show any politeness to her. Theoretically, locking up Yi was the sex matter. It had nothing to do with Yi Mo. Yuan Yun, immortal emperor's face looked bad. She was an immortal emperor middle stage, but Yi Mo didn't show any politeness to her. Theoretically, locking up Yi was the sex matter. It had nothing to do with Yi Mo. She knew that Yi Mo said it's none of your business to Wei Feng, immortal emperor. She really wanted to give these words to Yi Mo, but she knew she couldn't say this unless she was stronger than Wei Feng, immortal emperor. Xiangji, immortal monarch, saw this and became worried. She was scared that Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, would act against Yi Mo. That way, Yi Mo might even kill her. Just when she wanted to sound transmission to Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, she heard the immortal emperor say, of course I can take you to see Yi, but you can't see her yet. Yi Mo's face sunk. Before Yi Mo could say anything, Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, quickly explained, Earth Abyss Flame Pond opens once a month. There's still 2 days before it opens, so you need to wait there for 2 days. The formation is set down by the sect martial ancestor. If we open it before the right time, it would cripple the flame pond. Yi Mo didn't act angry. He knew that regardless of whether this was real or fake, Yi had been in there for this long. An extra 1 or 2 days won't matter. Seeing Yi Mo stay calm, Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, breathed easy. She really wasn't lying to Yi Mo. The pond only opened once every month. Despite Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, being very hospitable, Yi Mo wasn't interested to talk too much. He just chattered with Jing Hui, immortal emperor, a little and left with Shadowless and Bei Wei. Martial sister Yuan Yun, it's not that I'm saying random things, but what your sect did to Yi wasn't too appropriate. Jing Hui, immortal emperor, exclaimed. Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, said plainly, my Jiufan, immortal pond, is an emperor sect. Yi broke the sect rules. Of course she needs to be punished. If all the sect members aren't punished for their mistakes, would my sect still be an emperor sect? Your sect didn't listen to Ding Jie as well. Jing Hui, immortal emperor, thought. Yi was a famous prodigy in the grand heaven domains. Even if she made a mistake, could she be punished like this? Their sect wasn't comparable at all. Ding Jie didn't get help, but his status was fine. He suddenly realized that the rumors of conflict between Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, and Luan Shao, immortal emperor, was probably true. Otherwise, Yuan Yun, immortal emperor, wouldn't treat Yi like this. On the second day that Yi Mo left, the secret realm entrance should have shown, and then completely open on the 3rd day. However, on the 2nd day, there was still no sign of the door. The immortal emperors, including Wei Feng, immortal emperor, felt something wasn't right, and all went to check. Soon after, a few more dashing lights came. Luckily, we came not too late. The secret realm isn't open yet. A sword-browed, handsome immortal king looked at everyone here and put away his flying magic artifact. Nearly 10 people came, and they were all immortal kings. Martial brother Wen Cheng, the places here seem full. We promised Qi Lin, Merchant Association to get a good position for them. It seems we're too late, and my Nan Luo Emperor Sect members don't seem to be here yet. A pretty female immortal scanned around and said, in disappointment, Martial brother, when Chung was clearly the head of this bunch. It was this person who wanted to kill Yi Mo. Yi Mo wanted to kill this D. Wenqing too. He was the #1 master great immortal of Miao, Qing Heaven #1 Emperor Sect, Jiuqian Emperor Sect. He was now immortal king, but only he knew if he was still the #1 master. Haha, there's a great place here. Lucky, we're so lucky. One cocky looking immortal king laughed and pointed at the land Yi Mo circled. Li He's words immediately made people come look at the land Yi Mo circled. Li He, what do you think of this place? Di Wencheng wasn't as excited as Li He and just asked Li He calmly. Li He said excitedly, Martial brother Di, this is definitely a good place. When the secret realm closes, buying immortal spirit herb from this place would be all too easy. Qi Lin Merchant Association would definitely be very happy. We're too lucky, Di Wencheng said plainly. Since it's that good, do you think it would be our turn to take it? Someone circled this place. And there are so many emperor sects here, so many immortal emperors and immortal monarchs, but no one dares to take it. Do you think it's normal? Di Wenqing's tone was getting serious, and clearly he was disappointed at Li He's brainless thoughts. There were countless immortals here, and when Di Wenqing and them came, other people saw them immediately. He was very famous. It was hard for him not to get noticed. The people on the side heard what Li He said and shook their heads speechlessly. Daring to rob sect leader Ye's place, he didn't want to live. But no one wanted to say this. Clearly, they didn't want trouble. The immortal emperors here went to check on the secret realm. Even if they were here, a few immortal kings weren't worth their time. Li He didn't mind at all. Martial brother Di, if it's some other sign, I don't dare to say this, but the thing is, I know this MOU immortal sect. This is just an immortal king sect. There's a few immortal kings in the sect. The sect leader Luo is quite strong. I told you before. He abused me and took my shoe when blue flame. My sect members aren't here yet. If they are here, I'm going to make him beg to die. Li's face became cruel speaking of this. Di Wenqing frowned and nodded. That sect leader Luo is not bad. I heard he fought with Lu Jingquan at the title status tower. Martial brother Wenqing, Li He is right about this. We came from the low heaven domains, and know the sect leader of MOU Immortal Sect is Luo. It's just a newly opened sect. It probably isn't a branch of a grand heaven domain emperor sect. The pretty-looking female immortal king said, let's break this defense formation. Regardless if it's the Luo guy, I'm going to make him realize this isn't Gonghua heaven, this is the grand heaven domain. Li He cursed. Wait. Di Wenqing stopped Li He. Li He looked at Di Wenqing in confusion, but Di Wenqing said, let's ask about this first. Who set up this place before we attack? Wait. Just when Li He was about to explain, he heard this. It's someone from my Starfall Emperor Valley, an immortal king with a fat face next to Di. Wenqing explained. Yuan Qin greet Martial brother Kai Chi. I didn't expect Martial brother was here already. I was delayed due to some things. This fat-faced immortal king greeted with a smile. Martial brother Yuan Qin. This circled land is sect leader Ye's land. We must not touch it. This Kai Chi immortal king said desperately, Sect leader Yi? Which sect leader Yi? Di Wenqing asked in confusion. If it was that simple, this land would have been taken long ago. It's MOU Immortal Sect leader Yi. He's called Yi Mo. Brother Di, you must not touch this place. He's a madman. Kai Chi Immortal King looked around carefully when he said madman, as though fearing Yi Mo would suddenly appear. It's Yi Mo? Do you have his image? Di Wenqing thought of that Yi Mo who killed Yago with one punch on the immortal ship, but then felt it was impossible. If it was that Yi Mo, he would at most be Immortal King. Even if he was fast, he would reach Immortal King middle stage, but that still gives him no right to be cocky here. Yes, Kai Chi quickly showed the image of Yi Mo in the air. Di Wencheng immediately recognized that this was Yi Mo who was on the immortal ship. His eyes went sharp and slapped the image away before saying, "Brother Kai Chi, why do so many people not dare to rob his place?" Di Wencheng immediately recognized that this was Yi Mo who was on the immortal ship. His eyes went sharp and slapped the image away before saying, "Brother Kai Chi, why do so many people not dare to rob his place?" Kai Chi quickly said, "This person is very strong and has an even more powerful pet who can devour domain. Look at Demon Joy sect Lu Ju. He lost an arm due to that pet." Di Wencheng sneered. If it was someone else he might not know, but he knew this Yi Mo. Clearly, he was strong indeed, and even he might not be a match for him, but just as Li He said, this wasn't the low heaven domain. The secret realms would open and the immortal monarchs and immortal emperors of their sect would be coming. A mere Yi Mo wasn't something special, relying on an immortal pet. So what if the immortal pet was strong? Other than Yi Mo and his immortal pet, do they have anyone else? When the pet bit Lu Ju's arm, was the immortal emperor from the Demon Joy sect not here yet? Di Wencheng asked. Kai Chi immediately answered, "There's also an extremely pretty female immortal. Demon Joy sect didn't have a mortal emperor coming over at the time, but Zheng Ren immortal emperor came over later." A female immortal? Di Wencheng dazed and subconsciously frowned. What cultivation level? Only hollow immortal puer. I heard it's his little sister. How is Yi Mo's power level? Kai Chi's answer gave Di Wencheng some confidence, but he was very careful and still asked about Yi Mo's cultivation level. It looks to be Immortal King middle stage, but many people guessed he hid his power. Kai Chi answered quickly, knowing Di Wencheng's status. Di Wencheng sneered. I think he's only such cultivation level. It's not too different from my guess. This guy likes to play it dark. He circles a land here, but no one comes making people feel concerned instead. I suppose if he was here himself, his land would be long gone. Such good calculations. Li He, attack. Di Wencheng glanced at Li He and said, he might not be the number one in the Grand Heaven domain, but he was an elite amongst his peers. Yi Mo gave him great threat. If he could ruin Yi Mo, he would do it without hesitation. Li He was long waiting for this word. As soon as Di Wencheng said this, he released his magic artifact and smashed. A few people saw this and attacked too, but 3 didn't attack. They felt this thing was a bit strange. The defense formation Yi Mo set up was just symbolic. The Immortal Kings didn't need to smash a second time, and Yi Mo's defense formation was all gone. Wait, stop. Di Wencheng immediately noticed something wrong. Yi Mo's way could scare people for a while, but not forever. Plus, wouldn't Yi Mo know that once he came he would be a paper tiger? Lu Ju's arm was bitten off. Although Demon Joy sect's immortal emperor wasn't there, but He had an immortal monarch here. Now that Yi Mo left, how could Lu Ju allow Yi Mo to keep his land? He would have ravaged Yi Mo's land and waited here to annihilate Yi Mo. He had seen how cunning Yi Mo was. If he just used such simple idea, he wouldn't be Yi Mo. There definitely was something he missed, but even so, Di Wencheng wasn't too worried. His Jiu Qian Emperor sect had 4 immortal emperors and was the number 1 emperor sect of Miao, Qing Heaven. Even if Yi Mo had an immortal emperor behind him, he wouldn't be worried. Their sect's power wasn't something that Demon Joy sect could compare with, but before he got things clear, he felt he should ask again. That martial brother of Star, Fall Emperor Valley looked dazedly at the formation that was ruined by Li He and them. He mumbled, "You actually broke the land," he circled. "This is over." Seeing Kai Chi being this timid, Di Wencheng said coldly with contempt, "Even if it's an immortal emperor's land. So what if I break it? Your sect is an emperor sect. The immortal king of an emperor sect is this timid. Then he shook his head in contempt. Exile Yuanqing felt Kai Chi was losing face for the sect too. Yes, yes. Kai Chi quickly saluted with his fists to Di Wencheng, and then pulled Exile Yuanqing. Martial brother Yuanqing, martial uncle is calling you over. Exile Yuanqing saluted with his fists to Di Wencheng. Martial brother Di, I'm going to greet my sect first, and then come over. Di Wencheng nodded. Go, it's fine over here. No one wanted to say a thing after Di Wencheng's group broke the formation. There was great competition between core disciples of emperor sections. They hoped that this bunch would greatly offend Yimo, so Yimo could kill a few. Di Wencheng wasn't scared of Yimo, but after he broke the formation, no one came to say a thing. He felt even more that things weren't right. He had to get things clear regardless. At this moment, a figure came over from this distant, clearly heading towards the entrance of the secret realm. Di Wencheng saw who it was, and quickly bowed. Jiuqian Emperor, Semdi, Wencheng greet Nong Yen Immortal Emperor Master. Nong Yen Immortal Emperor had been to Jiuqian Emperor sect, and Di Wencheng had seen him more than once. Nong Yen Immortal Emperor glanced at Yi Mo's land and the broken formation before smiling. So it's Martial Mies Wencheng. Great, great, the Wanbeis are brave. I'm going to see why the secret realm gates hasn't shown yet. After saying some strange words, Nong Yen Immortal Emperor left. Di Wencheng really frowned this time. He felt this entire thing was strange. After thinking about this, he asked that extremely handsome immortal king, Yuan Kuei, go ask some other sect. I feel this thing isn't that simple. Yuan Kuei nodded and went over to ask. Evenly, he felt something wasn't right. Another 5-colored rainbow, flying magic artifact, flew over. Chan Yi quickly said, Martial brother Wencheng, my sect is here. I'm going over there. As soon as Chan Yi left, Yuan Kuei came back. Di Wencheng saw Yuan Kuei's face was very bad. So he immediately asked, what is going on? Did that Yi Mo find an extremely powerful emperor sect for backup? Although he asked this, Di Wencheng's killing intent towards Yi Mo didn't recede at all. So what if Yi Mo found support? He didn't believe there would be a sect stronger than his to support Yi Mo, plus he wasn't the only emperor sect here. There was Nan Luo Emperor sect, Tsangyu Emperor sect, Moon City Emperor sect, and Qi Lin Merchant Association. Yuan Kuei said heavily, Brother Di, things don't seem to be that easy. A few days ago, he and his pet started a huge trouble at the Xian Lan Merchant Tower auction. He killed Sha Yu Immortal Emperor and Wu Ming Immortal Emperor. Not long ago, he fought with Wei Feng Immortal Emperor. Although he was at the lower hand, Wei Feng Immortal Emperor didn't keep attacking. What? Di Wencheng was shocked on the spot. Even if Yi Mo was the #1 at cultivation speed in the immortal realm, he can't possibly fight a grand emperor in 100 or so years. This was too insane. Was he possessed? That wasn't plausible too. What possessed person could take on Wei Feng Grand Emperor? Di Wencheng's face was serious. No wonder Chan, Yi, and Xian Yuanqing didn't come back after going to their sections. It seems their sect realized they messed with someone they shouldn't mess with. Yi Mo didn't know his formation was broken. He was taking Shadowless and Bei Wei with Yun Immortal Emperor towards the Earth Abyss Fire Pond. The Earth Abyss Flame Pond was underground at the sect. Yi Mo and them walked for 15 minutes, but were still not there. The temperature was getting higher and higher. Tang Bei Wei had to be protected by Yi Mo to keep walking. The Earth Abyss Flame Pond was underground at the sect. Yi Mo and them walked for 15 minutes, but were still not there. The temperature was getting higher and higher. Tang Bei Wei had to be protected by Yi Mo to keep walking. Another 5 minutes later, Yun, Immortal Emperor, stopped. They appeared on an 8 trigram. There was a fire door ahead. It was formed by waves of fire, and there were the words Geofan Earth Abyss Fire. Below the words was a rink of a jade card. Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, took out a faint red card and slotted it in. The card fit tightly in the rink. After doing so, the fire on the door swept away. When the last flame left, a 3-meter wide, 6-meter tall door appeared before them. Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense in and could only see fiery red. Even his sea of consciousness ached a little. Tang Beiwei listened Yi Mo and didn't dare to scan her spirit sense out. Sect leader Yi, this is the Earth Abyss Fire Pond. Please come in with me. Although Yi is locked up in here, she has a Jade Void God Flame lid. She should be fine. Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, opened the doors and said politely to Yi Mo. Yi Mo nodded and went in first. Jin Hui, Immortal Emperor, was a guest and was also invited here. Xiang Ji, Immortal Monarch, was here too. They walked in the pond, and the scorching heat swept over. Weaker people would be turned to dust immediately. But Yi Mo frowned. He felt the temperature here was too low. It was completely different to what he imagined. After coming in, Yi Mo saw that there really was a pond here. The pond had a circumference of 30 meters. Inside the pond was all flame marrows. The flame marrows were still glistening with fire. There was a red altar that was 1 meter long in the center of the pond, but there was no signs of Yi here. Yi Mo looked at Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, in confusion, but saw her staring at the altar in shock for a while before murmuring, "Where's Shantai?" Yi Mo raised a brow and said coldly, "Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, what do you mean?" Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, was annoyed at Yi Mo's attitude, but could only explain he was on the altar, but now she's gone. The atmosphere became strange. Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, said that the pond was unable to be opened before the right time, but now Yi disappeared from the pond. This was too strange. No one would believe that Yi suddenly teleported away with transmission rune. If one could escape here with a transmission rune, it wouldn't become one of Geofan Immortal Pond's 9 ponds. Seeing Yi Mo's bleak face, Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, said calmly, Yi is the saint of our sect. Even if I kill her, I don't need to lie to you. In fact, I did lock her up here and didn't even take her Jade Void God Flame lid. There's no other way out other than from the entrance. I really don't know how she suddenly disappeared, regardless of whether you believe me or not. I really don't know. After pausing, Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, said again, I came this time and felt the temperature lower greatly. Yi Mo didn't feel Yuan Yun was lying and was more confused. Xiang Ji, Immortal Monarch, saw Yi Mo, didn't show a kind face, and quickly added, Martial Uncle Yuan Yun is right. I've been to the pond a few times. The temperature was much higher than this. Yi Mo thought for a moment and asked, do you have someone come in every month when it's opened? Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, shook her head. No, one must use my jade card to enter the pond. The last time I came here was 12 years ago. Yi Mo sneered and interrupted her. So you're saying that if you haven't been here for 12 years, then even if Yi disappeared 11 years ago, you would know? Yuan Yun was annoyed with Yi Mo's attitude, but could only say, yes, I did come in 12 years ago, suppressing his anger. Yi Mo looked at her and said, release the restriction. I'm going to see that altar. Yi Mo was furious, but Yuan Yun, Immortal Emperor, was more furious. This was her sect, not Yi Mo's backyard, but she had long heard of Yi Mo's arrogance. He killed 2 Immortal Emperors in a row and didn't even give face to Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor. She could only forbear and threw the jade card out. Immediately people felt the restriction above the pond disappear. Shadowless, take care of Beiwei. I'll go have a look. Yi Mo gave Tang Beiwei to Shadowless and then flew over and landed on the altar. No one spoke. They all hoped Yi Mo would find something and solve this misunderstanding. As soon as Yi Mo landed here, he sensed a familiar Dao rune. They were very subtle. Yi Mo even had the feeling that only he was able to sense them. The next moment, Yi Mo closed his eyes. He felt his senses fuse with the sliver of Dao rune, and a stairway slowly appeared before Yi Mo. Yi Mo was shocked. Void stairways. Wasn't this the world laws he derived using the title status tower? The stairways to another world. E could learn the void laws to another realm, and then she used this to disappear? How could E do this? Even though he had the help of the three-birth chant, he might not be able to find the stairs here. Such talent and intelligence was too shocking. In his impression, EY was very talented and smart, but she wasn't as good. Yi Mo gave up thinking about this and focused on deriving the stairs. The next moment, he grabbed a jade slip from the void. When Yi Mo grabbed this, the void stairs disappeared too. Yi Mo frowned. He wanted to go along this void stairs and see, but it disappeared. Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense into the jade slip. To be able to find my jade slip, you're either Brother Yi or Martial Brother Ding Jie. But I believe Martial Brother Ding Jie wouldn't be able to learn Brother Ye's stairway to the void realm. So you're probably Brother Yi. Brother Yi, don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for coming to save me. I was locked up here for more than a decade before realizing that the Earth Abyss Fire Pond isn't a prison, but one of our sacred cultivation grounds that's ranked #1. However, this place will no longer be a sacred ground. I feel guilty towards Jiufan, Immortal Pond. I got the Jiufan Flame Lotus in here and got the #1 lost cultivation method of the sect, Jiufan Jiu Lotus Sutra. It completely refined the impurities in my body, as well as my immortal spirit root and intelligence, allowing me to sense the utmost high state of heaven Tao. I clearly felt how Brother Yi used world laws to derive the void stairs, and even felt the marks left behind by Brother Yi's thought and spirit sense. Using what I learned from Brother Yi and the Jiufan Jiu Lotus Sutra, I derived new void stairs in 100 years. I know these stairs might not be leading towards the immortal realm, but I have this impulse to go and see it. Brother Yi, I'm going. No matter what the future is like, Brother Yi will always be unique in Yi's heart. If you're Martial Brother Ding Jie, then please tell Brother Yi that Yi has gone. You and Brother Yi take care. Perhaps we will meet in a new place in the future. Yi Mo put away the jade slip and felt speechless for a long time. There was a faint sense of loss in his heart. He had the feeling that once he saw Yi again, she won't be the same Yi, but he will always be the Yi Mo from before. Madman Ding will probably still be that Madman Ding. Yi Mo took Beiwei and Shadowless to leave. He didn't say any reason. Even Yuan, Yun Immortal Emperor, didn't get why Yi Mo didn't look for trouble with her. Yi Mo took Beiwei and Shadowless to leave. He didn't say any reason. Even Yuan, Yun Immortal Emperor, didn't get why Yi Mo didn't look for trouble with her. As for Jin Hui, Immortal Emperor's invitation, Yi Mo rejected. He could get along well with Ding Jie, but he didn't want to connect with the other people in his sect. Jia Kuei's secret realm was in the Immortal City, and in order for people to not be able to go to the secret realm entrance anytime they please, the city set up a top stealth and defense formation around this place. The secret realm opening doesn't mean the entrance was opened. It meant that the defense formation was opened. Only when the defense formation was opened could one take places at the entrance of the secret realm. Otherwise, people would go in a few months early to take an advantageous position. Boss, I thought you were going to kill that Yun Immortal Emperor and then destroy the Earth Abyss Fire Pond. Shadowless licked his lips on the space-time boat. How could Yi Mo not know what this guy thought and slapped over? Idiot, you're not allowed to eat people from now on. Shadowless quickly shut his mouth, fearing that his boss would say he wasn't allowed to eat immortal beasts. Brother, did that sister Yi leave? Tang Beiwei guessed something and asked. Yi Mo nodded. She has her own fortune. Her future would be huge. Brother, do you like her? Is she prettier than Sister Susu? Tang Beiwei asked, seeing Yi Mo was a little dejected. Yi Mo shook his head. I only thought of her as a friend. I'm worried that one day we might become enemies. My premonitions are very strong. After seeing the jade slip left behind by her, I have this strong feeling. And Yi Mo didn't finish his sentence, and Beiwei didn't ask. Yi Mo disliked the Jiufan Lotus Sutra. It's just a small girl if she dares to rebel. I'll crack. Shadowless didn't finish yet and subconsciously looked at Yi Mo, as though remembering what Yi Mo said before. He quickly shut up, but this time Yi Mo didn't reproach him and abruptly got up. Shadowless also noticed it and called out, "Which idiot broke our land? I'm going to eat him." Even Tang Beiwei looked at Shadowless speechlessly. This guy didn't know how to say anything else other than this. Yi Mo's space-time boat stopped in the middle of his land. Everyone heard Shadowless words, and immediately people became excited. They knew there was probably going to be a good show to watch. Di Wencheng and them destroyed Yi Mo's land. Now that Yi Mo was back, how could he let Di Wencheng go? Yi Mo didn't even care about Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, much less Jiu Qian Emperor sect. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, has more than 3 or 4 Immortal Emperors under him. Yi Mo put away the space-time boat and looked at the cultivation home Immortal Artifact. The defense formation was broken, and so was the sign, but no one took the place. Brother, Tang Beiwei looked worriedly at Yi Mo. Her power was too low and couldn't really help. It's fine. Yi Mo waved his hand. He realized what happened. It was probably someone who broke his defense formation and then heard about his things and became scared and left. Yi Mo didn't organize this place nor lift up the sign. He just said to Shadowless, "Guard outside. If someone comes, notify me. Beiwei, let's go in first." Realizing what happened, Yi Mo didn't worry. If someone was really challenging him, they wouldn't leave this place, and his cultivation home magic artifact should have been taken away. He was wondering why the Jia Kui's secret realm still isn't open. It should long be open, but why were there people still staying here? Did something happen? But even if something did happen, the first thing for him to deal with was his formation being ruined. Inside the cultivation home, Tang Beiwei sat by Yi Mo and didn't understand what Yi Mo meant. But soon she heard Shadowless call from outside. Nan Duo Emperor Sect Shinkuan Immortal Emperor, Miquan Immortal Emperor, come to visit and brought a sign. Yi Mo saw 3 people come from outside. He knew 2 of them, Miquan Immortal Emperor and Chan Yi. To be honest, Miquan Immortal Emperor helped him before. If it wasn't Miquan Immortal Emperor on the Immortal ship, the Demon Joy Sect Immortal King would have got him, for sure. It was due to Miquan Immortal Emperor that he killed Uncle Ji, but Yi Mo knew he wasn't from Nan Luo Emperor Sect. What was he doing here? The 2 Immortal Emperors had come in. When Miquan Immortal Emperor saw Yi Mo, he immediately saluted with his fists and smiled. Haha, Sect Leader Yi is indeed amazing. When I first saw Sect Leader Yi hasn't gotten immortal status yet, but now, you're a status immortal now. He didn't know Yi Mo's exact power, so he spoke obscurely. Yi Mo didn't show any impoliteness to Miquan Immortal Emperor. He quickly got up and said, "Miquan Qianbei, please have a seat." "I don't dare. If Sect Leader Yi approves of Miquan, just call me Brother Miquan. I don't dare to be Qianbei." Miquan Immortal Emperor quickly waved his hand. He had long heard of Yi Mo's story and saw the recording of Yi Mo fighting the Immortal Emperors. Yi Mo was stronger than him. How could he allow Yi Mo to call him Qianbei? Yi Mo nodded and saluted with his fists in a smile. "Then I won't be too polite, Brother Miquan. Of course this is so. Sect Leader Yi, allow me to introduce. This is Nan Luo Emperor Sect Shinkuan Immortal Emperor. He's my extremely good friend." Miquan Immortal Emperor pointed at an immortal emperor next to Yi Mo and said. Hearing this, Yi Mo knew that Miquan, immortal emperor, was called over to help mediate the problem. Shun Kun, immortal emperor, quickly saluted with his fists to Yi Mo. Nan Luo emperor sect Shun Kun greets sect leader Yi. It should be a happy discussion with sect leader Yi this time, but my sect members are ignorant and broke sect leader Ye's defense formation. I'm really embarrassed and came here to apologize. Seeing Shun Kun, immortal emperor, apologize, he quickly saluted with his fists and said, "Ha! Brother Shun Kun, please take a seat." Then he took out immortal spirit tea and poured a cup for everyone. Shun Kun, immortal emperor, breathed easy. Yi Mo's attitude to Miquan, immortal emperor, set his heart. Yi Mo didn't seem like the rumored unreasonable madman. Although Yi Mo was polite, he didn't say this was over. Clearly he wanted compensation. In that case it was easy. Chan Yi didn't need Shun Kun, immortal emperor, to remind her, and she quickly bowed. Chan Yi greets sect leader Yi. Tell me the process. Yi Mo nodded and said, but didn't let her sit down. Too many people saw this. Even if Chan Yi didn't say it, Yi Mo would find out. Chan Yi was very honest and said the 5 people who attacked the defense formation. Other than her, there was Moon City Emperor's sect, Li He and Tong Li, Songyu Emperor's sect Yuan Kuei, and Jiu Qian Emperor sect Ling Xia. Shin Kun, immortal emperor, saw Yi Mo was very calm and didn't seem to intend to act out. So he saluted with his fists again. Sect leader Yi, this is my sect members doing injustice. Chan Yi is our core disciple. If sect leader Yi wants to punish her, I have nothing to say. Yi Mo waved his hand. Seeing this, Shun Kun, immortal emperor, was more assured. In order to show my apology, after Secret Realm closes, we will send some of our level 9 immortal spirit herb to sect leader Yi. Clearly he knew that Yi Mo was collecting level 9 immortal spirit herb. Yi Mo smiled. No need to give me for free. I will pay immortal crystals for them. I will take them no matter how much you have. This was quite some big words, but Shun Kun, immortal emperor, didn't doubt it at all. Yi Mo got 10 billion crystals from Xian Lan Merchant Association. Plus, he heard from other immortal emperors that Yi Mo got a few hundred extreme-grade immortal ranges. No one in the immortal realm would be more wealthy than Yi Mo. Yi Mo's magnanimity gained the good impression of Shun Kun, immortal emperor, and the conversation became great. Brother Shun Kun, theoretically, the secret realm should be opened. How come it's still closed now? Yi Mo asked. Miquan, immortal emperor, said. Wei Feng, immortal emperor, went to check. It's said that the secret realm is open but was locked up from the inside by someone. The secret realm is locked from the inside? Yi Mo asked in shock. Shun Kun immediately answered. That's right. A level 9 immortal formation Grand Master also believes the secret realm is locked up from the inside. It's probably someone who didn't come out from last time. Someone stayed in the secret realm for more than 10,000 years. Before Yi Mo could ask, Shadowless called again. Moon City Emperor sect Tongjin, immortal emperor, is here to visit. Tongjin, immortal emperor, was very skinny, but he looked amicable. There were 2 immortal kings behind him. Yi Mo knew one of them, and that was Li He. The other one was probably Tong Li. Tongjin, immortal emperor, was very skinny, but he looked amicable. There were 2 immortal kings behind him. Yi Mo knew one of them, and that was Li He. The other one was probably Tong Li. Sect leader Yi, I'm Moon City Emperor sect Tongjin, immortal emperor. I'm extremely embarrassed here today that I'm slow. My sect members are ignorant and arrogant. They dare to destroy sect leader Ye's formation. Tongjin, immortal emperor, immediately saluted with his fists. Yi Mo smiled. Tongjin, immortal emperor, please have a seat. What does sect leader Yi mean? Tongjin, immortal emperor, sat down and asked. Li He and Tong Li were the elite members of his sect. Of course, he didn't want them to be beaten by Yi Mo. Yi Mo waved his hand. Small matters. Even if Brother Tongzhen didn't come, I wouldn't keep it in mind. Tongzhen, immortal emperor, wasn't going to believe this. He was certain if he didn't come, things wouldn't be so simple. But he still saluted with his fists. My sect member Li, he is unmannered and offended your sect members at the title status square. That's in the past, plus Li he compensated a flame. So I didn't take it to heart. Yi Mo's words made Tongzhen, immortal emperor, more anxious. If it wasn't that Gonghua heaven was too far, Moon City Emperor sect might even go up looking for trouble. Of course, they wouldn't go now. He didn't dare to keep wasting him and quickly sound transmissioned Shen Kun, immortal emperor. When he knew that Yi Mo wanted level 9 immortal spirit herb, he breathed easy. Indeed, when Tongzhen, immortal emperor, said he would give some level 9 immortal spirit herb to Yi Mo for free, she showed his magnanimity and said he would buy them. Yi Mo knew that Li He destroying his formation was because he hated Mo Yu immortal sect, but his level was completely different to him now. But of course, if Tongzhen, immortal emperor, didn't come for compensation, then don't blame him. After the problem was resolved, their discussion became quite happy. After a while, Song Yu emperor's sect sent someone over. 4 of the 5 who attacked Yi Mo's formation came. They were all immortal emperors from the sect. The only one who didn't come with Jiu Qian emperor's sect. Di Wencheng didn't attack, but he ordered it. They also have a sect member called Ling Xia, who attacked. Even when Yi Mo sent the guests off, the Jiu Qian emperor's sect didn't send someone over. Outside the Jacques secret realm, the Jiu Qian emperor's sect came late, but their staying grounds was a rather good place. In the temporary cultivation home, a long-bearded old man sat at the top. Martial ancestor, Nan Luo Emperor sect, Song Yu Emperor sect, Moon City Emperor sect has all been to Yi Mo. Out of the 5 immortal kings who attacked Yi Mo's formation, only the one from our sect hasn't gone. A white-skinned immortal monarch middle stage bowed and reported, I've seen the battle between Yi Mo and Wei Feng, immortal emperor. I'm not scared of that Yi Mo. Of course we're not scared of that Mo Yu immortal sect. I'm already showing him face by not taking his land. As for apologizing to a low heaven domain sect, we can't afford to lose that face. The long-bearded old man signaled the immortal monarch to step back. After the immortal monarch stepped back, the long-bearded immortal emperor said to Di Wencheng, Wencheng, we're not scared of the small Mo Yu immortal sect, but as the number 1 disciple of our sect, an immortal king with boundless future, what you did wasn't appropriate. Yes, martial ancestor, I understand. Di Wencheng quickly bowed. You understand. So tell me what part you did wrong. The long-bearded immortal emperor stared at Di Wencheng and asked heavily. Di Wencheng answered, I shouldn't have destroyed Yi Mo's formation. The long-bearded immortal emperor sneered. Wrong. There's no problem with you destroying it, but the problem is you not finding an excuse to destroy it. At least find an excuse that others can see, and then destroy it. The second mistake you made is why keep around you those who won't support you wholeheartedly? Di Wencheng immediately understood his martial ancestor. If he found a reason to destroy Yi Mo's land, and Yi Mo came back to rage, then they could join up with other immortal emperors to attack Yi Mo. The latter part meant that he should keep people who would support him no matter what. Not people who went to apologize to Yi Mo after the incident occurred, but no one was stupid. They knew that if Yi Mo came looking for trouble then, as long as they didn't go to Jiu Qian Emperor sect, then the immortal emperors from there wouldn't help. Seeing Yi Mo send out a few immortal emperors and the sect members they brought in weren't missing, the people watching knew there was no show to watch. But no one here was dumb. They could see that Jiu Qian Emperor sect didn't come. This meant that there was still something to watch. Yi Mo didn't even show face to Wei Feng Grand Emperor. If he would give Jiu Qian Emperor sect face, No one would believe it. People were just wondering if Yi Mo would go up to Joqian Emperor's sect, or if they would go to Yi Mo. When they saw Yi Mo starting to organize his cultivation home and put up the sign that other people sent over, they knew Yi Mo was probably not going to attack Joqian Emperor's sect. Just when Yi Mo organized his cultivation home, Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, came over. There was a purple-robed woman behind him. It was Ethereal Immortal Pond Mi Yun. Sect leader Yi, you're back, quick. Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, saw Yi Mo and smiled while saluting with his fists. Please come in. Yi Mo didn't know why Mi Yun was with Zheng Ren, but he invited the two in. Sorry, sect leader Yi, I went to check the secret realm entrance, and when I came back, I heard your land was broken. I wasn't able to help. Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, said. Yi Mo waved his hand. He didn't care that much at all. He then turned to Mi Yun. Say, Mi Yun, you have business with me? Mi Yun quickly took out an invitation letter with flower aromas. Sect leader Yi, half a year later, there will be an immortal fruit festival at our ethereal immortal pond. Please come attend, sect leader Yi. Mi Yun was anxious. She knew that if Yi Mo didn't want to go, then he wouldn't go no matter what she said. What she didn't expect was that Yi Mo took it without hesitation and laughed. Thank you for your invitation. Yi Mo will come on time. Seeing this, Mi Yun rejoiced and quickly saluted with her fists. Thank you, sect leader Yi. Mi Yun won't disturb your conversation with Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor. I'll be leaving first. Haha. Congratulations on getting another beautiful woman, sect leader Yi. Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, laughed, making Mi Yun leave with a blushed face. She really wanted to listen to what Yi Mo thought, but she knew she couldn't keep staying here. Yi Mo smiled and didn't explain. He had a purpose going to Ethereal Immortal Pond, of course. There was an Ethereal Immortal Well there, and he saw a middle-aged man locked up in Spirit Sense Net. That guy was very powerful and tried to ambush him. Yi Mo believed his power now was enough to take him on, so he wanted to go ask that guy about Yellow Middle Plum. He got a Yellow Middle Plum branch, but it grew very slowly, even with small ginseng taking care of it. It was just kept alive. That guy probably knew where the real Yellow Middle Plum was. He also wanted to ask that guy about the Divine Emperor battle. Haha, what business does Brother Zheng Ren have with me? Yi Mo asked. Sect leader Yi, since you could break free from that palace, you're probably a top-grade immortal formation master, right? The secret realm is locked from the inside, and all immortal formation masters who could go went, but no one is able to open it. Yi Mo understood what he meant and got up. I wanted to go see. Let's go together. When Yi Mo and Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, came over, there were already more than 10 Immortal Emperors. Most of them were Emperor sect elders. Some Immortal Emperors who knew Yi Mo came to greet him, but a few Immortal Emperors who stood next to Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, acted as though they didn't see him. When Yi Mo and Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, came over, there were already more than 10 Immortal Emperors. Most of them were Emperor sect elders. Some Immortal Emperors who knew Yi Mo came to greet him, but a few Immortal Emperors who stood next to Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, acted as though they didn't see him. The entrance to the secret realm was revealed, but Yi Mo could tell people couldn't go in because it was indeed locked from the inside. If we can't break the formation in a few days, we're planning to force our way in. However, if we do that, we might do damage to the entrance and cause it to disappear forever. One might never be able to come in again. That way, it would be a loss for the entire Grand Heaven Domain. Zheng Ren, Immortal Emperor, saw Yi Mo was checking the entrance carefully and come over to say. Yi Mo nodded before saying loudly, Immortal Emperors, I might be able to break this formation. You can break this counterlocking formation by not forcing it open? Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, asked in shock. You don't have to believe me, but If it wasn't for everyone, I really wouldn't do this. If I don't have some capabilities, would I be able to leave that palace alone? Yi Mo said plainly, I believe you. How are you going to break it? Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, reacted and said, Yi Mo had too many secrets. If it wasn't that he couldn't catch Yi Mo, he would have taken Yi Mo away for dissection. Not just Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, but the other immortal emperors surrounded over quickly. Xia Kui's secret realm's immortal spirit herb concerned the development of most sects in the nearby period. Breaking this formation would be very exhausting on me, and I need 2 to 3 days. Since I'm buying immortal spirit herb here, it's right for me to use some effort and top-grade materials, but I want to buy better immortal spirit herbs. My request isn't high. If any sect has any immortal spirit herb I must have priority rights in buying. Of course, if someone pays a higher price than me, then never mind. Yi Mo saw this formation, and although he wouldn't be able to solve it immediately, he had some confidence. He learned from Yi's void stares some things he didn't know before. He believed that with just 2 or 3 days, he would be able to break this formation. I can agree to your request, but you need to give a number. If you want to buy all the immortal spirit herbs, Yi Mo interrupted Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, before he finished. You're wrong. I just want one. One. Yi Mo's words surprised all immortal emperors. Even Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, didn't understand what Yi Mo meant. Yi Mo was here completely for buying top-level immortal spirit herbs. Just getting priority for one was too strange. That's right. I just want priority buying one. As for the rest, there would be people sending to my stall to sell to me. Yi Mo said definitely. The Xia Kui secret realm opened once every 10,000 years, and the opening time was very short, just 2 months. The secret realm was huge, and there were top-level immortal materials coming out every time. Yi Mo wanted buying priority in case something like small ginseng came out. If such thing really came out, he would buy it without hesitation. This was for small ginseng, as he was still missing an arm. Yi Mo set up a barrier formation to study the formation. Other immortal emperors could only retreat. He wasn't going to let others see him using 3-birth chant to derive things. He indeed learned something from Yi's void stares, and he could use these things to derive things from another angle. Yi Mo thought he would need 2 or 3 days, but after just 1 day, he completely understood this counterlocking formation. At the same time, he knew his formation skills broke through to level 8. Yi Mo knew his level 8 immortal formation skills were probably better than some level 9 immortal formation grandmasters. His formation heritage was completely based on him deriving other formations. In that void palace, his formation skills went through a qualitative change, forming a complete system. Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense in and found that there was indeed restriction for this secret realm. Those above Immortal King couldn't go in at all. Yi Mo didn't leave after deriving this formation. He kept making formation flags and set them up before making tens of thousands of jade cards. After all these were done, 3 days happened to pass. How is it? As soon as Yi Mo opened up his barrier formation, a few immortal emperors asked desperately. Yi Mo pointed at the open door and said, "Look, you really broke the counter-locking formation." Those immortal emperors saw the open secret realm entrance. The extremely dense, immortal spirit chi from inside were seeping out. This clearly meant that the formation was broken. Yi Mo said with a pity, "I broke the formation indeed, but people may need to wait 2 months till they can go in." "What?" Nong Yen, Immortal Emperor, asked in shock. "Wouldn't the secret realm close after 2 months?" Yi Mo nodded. "Yes, I thought that after 2 months the secret realm would be closed. What's the point of going in? So I thought of a temporary method. I made a formation-breaking jade card. Those with this jade card can go in." After Yi Mo finished, all the immortal emperors looked at Yi Mo. No one was stupid here. The formation was broken, Why would one need jade cards to go in? Wei Feng, immortal emperor, suppressed his fury and said coldly, Yi Emo, we already agreed to a condition. What are you trying to do by scamming us with jade cards? Do you think you're the only smart one out of all these immortal emperors here? Yi Emo frowned and said unhappily, Wei Feng, immortal emperor? What do you mean? Since when was I scamming? I tried so hard to break the formation for everyone, and this is how you thank me? Sect leader Yi, Wei Feng Grand Emperor means that you shouldn't use jade cards to ask for more benefits. One immortal emperor primary stage helped Wei Feng, immortal emperor. Yi Mo sneered, You're really thinking narrow-mindedly. I said I made jade cards forever. Since when did I saw I was collecting payment for them? I meant to give these jade cards to everyone for free. Wei Feng, immortal emperor, how are you so narrow-minded? How did you become the Qing Wei Heaven Lord? I really don't understand. Wei Feng, immortal emperor, was lost for words. He was extremely annoyed, but he couldn't argue at all. However, he would never believe Yi Mo was so generous, but he still couldn't think of why Yi Mo would do this. Sect leader Yi, you're really giving out jade cards for free? That immortal emperor who helped Wei Feng asked again. Yi Mo said furiously, The secret realm opens only once every 10,000 years. Many sects rest their hopes on this. I've only downed something insignificant. What's the point of you asking me this again and again? Do you want to use it to reap benefits? I'm telling you, I will definitely not allow this. I will give out the jade cards for free. No one can harvest profits from this. Yi Mo said righteously. Those immortal emperors who didn't know Yi Mo thought he was really righteous, or Yi Mo felt he offended too many people, and were using this to ease up tension. But those who truly knew Yi Mo's character felt there was definitely some problem here. Everyone, the Jacques secret realm entrance is now open. Those who want to go in, please go in an orderly fashion. Wei Feng, immortal emperor's words made those desperate immortals excited. The scene was on fire, and immortals all rushed towards the entrance of the secret realm. Quite some of them thanked the immortal emperors who opened the secret realm. Everyone, the Jia Kuei secret realm entrance is now open. Those who want to go in, please go in an orderly fashion. Wei Feng, immortal emperor's words made those desperate immortals excited. The scene was on fire, and immortals all rushed towards the entrance of the secret realm. Quite some of them thanked the immortal emperors who opened the secret realm. Why isn't my brother back? Tang Beiwei asked in confusion. Shadowless stretched his wings and said, Don't worry, boss must be at the entrance there because there's benefits to reap. Otherwise he would be back already. I'll take you to see. When Tang Beiwei and Shadowless came to the entrance, it was filled with people. Move aside. The entrance is definitely opened by my boss. Hurry up and let us in. Shadowless saw that he couldn't squeeze in and yelled. He would have flown over if there wasn't sky restrictions. A mere animal dares to be so cocky. The formation is clearly opened by Master Wei Feng and more than 10 immortal emperors together. A contemptuous voice said, Who are you? How do you know I'm bluffing? Shadowless rebuked. He loved it when people argued back. Listen up, the king is Jiuqian Emperor Sect Ling Xia, Immortal King. There are so many immortal emperor masters here, yet you're saying a mere immortal king can break the formation. How is that not bluffing? This voice said with even more dominance. Her martial ancestor gave her the confidence to not fear Mo, you immortal sect. Shadowless didn't know if the secret realm was opened by Yi Mo or not. And now that Ling Xia said this, he really didn't have any confidence. But she knew from Ling Xia's name that she was one of the people who attacked Yi Mo's formation and didn't go apologize. No wonder she was this cocky. Jiuqian Emperor's sect didn't fear Yi Mo at all, and thus didn't go apologize. Seeing this person to be a man, but had the face of a woman, Shadowless showed a sly smile. Seeing that you're dressed up as a woman, I won't take things seriously with you. I can be tolerating with women. Shadowless laughed. Ling Xia, Immortal King's face went back. He hated when people said he looked like a woman. If he knew that the Immortal King title the tablet would give him was Ling Xia, Immortal King, he would rather not get it. Bullshit. The king is a man. How can I allow an animal to insult me? Ling Xia was furious. If it wasn't that his martial ancestor said to let Yi Mo act cocky for a few days, he would have started fighting now. Shadowless yawned and ignored Ling Xia, Immortal King. Then he turned to the people around him and said, "Everyone, do you think I'm cute? Do you think I look like a female? I'm going to change my name to Little Flower Immortal King. Wait, Little Flower Immortal King Beast. I'm an animal anyways. A male animal using a female woman's king title is fine. Are you asking to die?" Ling Xia, Immortal King, couldn't hold in his fury anymore and released his magic artifact. But before his magic artifact attacked, Di Wenqing yelled from behind, "Stop!" Ling Xia, Immortal King, immediately calmed down. He was shocked that he was worse than an animal. The martial ancestor clearly said that Di Wenqing's mistake wasn't the action of breaking Yimo's formation, but not finding a reason for it. Now he made the same mistake. Instead, he fell into Shadowless' trap and almost attacked. The next moment, he felt his martial ancestor's serious warning spirit sense scan over and immediately shivered. Shadowless was very disappointed seeing that Ling Xia, Immortal King, was stopped. His plan almost succeeded. If he succeeded, then even if he was going against the rules his boss set, he would take out Ling Xia, Immortal King. The ruckus here was so huge. Many immortal emperors saw this, and so did Yi Mo seeing Ling Xia, Immortal King, retreat. Yi Mo felt it was a pity. He was prepared to fight with the immortal emperor from Jiao, He Emperor's sect, as soon as Shadowless ate Ling Xia, Immortal King. He quite approved of Shadowless tricking Ling Xia to attack. The entrance cards to the secret realm were all in his hands. He wasn't afraid of people not supporting him. Sect leader Yi opened the secret realm and let people in. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, also felt pity that Shadowless didn't eat Ling Xia, Immortal King. If Shadowless did that, then Jizong, Immortal Emperor, would probably fight Yi Mo. That way, he could say that Yi Mo was too cocky and then attack in fury. With 2 Immortal Emperor peak stages, even if he can't kill Yi Mo, he would make Yi Mo heavily injured. Since there was no battle, he couldn't bring down his face to ask to join up with Jizong, Immortal Emperor. If that happened, news would spread. Wei Feng cared about his reputation. Even though the gain up on Wushuang, Immortal Emperor, was all planned by him, he never mentioned to attack Wushuang, Immortal Emperor, from the beginning to the end. Of course, Yi Mo smiled. How could he give all the glory to Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor? Seeing everyone come up here, Yi Mo flew to the air and saluted with his fists. "Everyone, please calm down. Everyone here are the elites of the immortal realm, so I'll say a few simple words." Seeing Yi Mo come out to talk, Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, sighed. He knew it was impossible to deny Yi Mo's work now. Many people looked at Yi Mo in confusion, not knowing why a mere low heaven domain sect leader could speak when Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, was here. This secret realm entrance was locked from the inside, and it was very hard to open. If I didn't see a similar formation in an ancient text, I wouldn't be able to open it too. Yi Mo's words immediately caused some ruckus. People didn't expect that this formation was really opened up by Yi Mo. Shadowless laughed. "I said boss open his formation before, but some insolent fools didn't believe me and called me arrogant." Buffed. "By the way, what was the saying you taught me before, Beiwei? Something long, something short? I forgot about it." "Long hair, short insights," Tang Beiwei said in a speechless tone. Such saying didn't work in the immortal realm. She didn't believe. Shadowless forgot it. Shadowless said in realization, "Oh, that's right, long hair, short insights." Ling Xia, Immortal King's face was very bad. He had very long hair. He didn't expect this formation was really opened by Yi Mo. Yi Mo pressed with his hand. Of course, opening this formation is inseparable with all the immortal emperors here. Without all the immortal emperor powerful beings here finding the door and removing the outside barrier, I wouldn't be able to open it so quickly. As soon as Yi Mo said this, the nearby immortal emperors' faces looked much better. After all, they did help. Seeing everyone knew that he helped, Yi Mo took out a jade card and said, "Because this formation is removed, but it needs to wait for 2 months. However, by then the secret realm would have closed. There's no point anymore. So I thought of a way. I made tens of thousands of formation-breaking jade cards. One only needs this jade card to go in. After going in, the jade card would crack." "Thank you, sect leader Yi," the crowd replied in unison. "Okay, I'm standing at the entrance now. Each time 100 people will go in, I will send the jade card to your hands," Yi Mo said, and then grabbed a bunch of cards and added, "By the way, I forgot to tell everyone I'm a level 8 Immortal Pill Grandmaster. After 2 months, I will be using Immortal Pills and Immortal Crystals to exchange for Immortal Spirit Herbs. If you have Immortal Spirit Herbs, you can exchange for any pill below level 9 from me." If the words Yi Mo said before just made people grateful and want to go in quicker than what Yi Mo said after dropped a bombshell amongst the crowd. Although Yi Mo put up a sign before, there were so many merchant associations buying Immortal Spirit Herb who would look at all the signs. If the words Yi Mo said before just made people grateful and want to go in quicker than what Yi Mo said after dropped a bombshell amongst the crowd. Although Yi Mo put up a sign before, there were so many merchant associations buying Immortal Spirit Herb who would look at all the signs. In reality, the hardest things to get in the immortal realm wasn't Immortal Spirit Herb. High-level ones were rare, but they were attainable. For immortals, the hardest to get was high-level immortal pills. Now that Yi Mo said to use Immortal Pill to exchange for Immortal Spirit Herbs, it immediately lit up the hearts of those great eternity immortal and immortal kings. They wanted to go in immediately and collect Immortal Spirit Herbs like crazy and exchange for Immortal Pills with Yi Mo. The nearby sects and some merchant associations could only shake their heads. Although some of them brought level 8 Immortal Pill Grandmasters, they couldn't advertise openly, nor could they claim to exchange any pill below level 9. Who could guarantee 100% pill success rate? Regardless, the first batch of people had charged into the secret realm. Yi Mo threw the 100 jade cards perfectly into their hands. As the more batches came, Yi Mo threw them out precisely. In a short time, a few thousand people have gone in. "Yi Mo, why doesn't our Jiuqian Emperor's sect members have jade cards?" Zong, Immortal Emperor, saw this and went up to ask in fury. Yi Mo stopped giving out cards and said plainly, "I don't dare to give it to you." Seeing this, Zong, Immortal Emperor, said coldly, "What don't you dare? If I wanted to find you, I would have long gone. How can I wait till now? If I didn't go find you, it means I don't care about that." This Zong, Immortal Emperor, was really full of himself. Yi Mo said in contempt, "You don't care, but I care. My Mo, you immortal sect, is a famous sect, and your sect members destroyed my formation. Does the king need to make jade cards to suck up to you? I'm not that low." "Okay, the emperor shall see if you're that low." Zong, Immortal Emperor, was an Immortal Emperor peak stage, and he was pointed at the nose by an Immortal King middle stage like this. How could he resist it? Yi Mo saluted with his fist to everyone. "Everyone look, I'm not the one starting trouble and wasting people's time from going in. Someone thinks he's almighty and wants to teach me a lesson. But I happen to not be scared of such people. He wants to teach me a lesson. I'll take it." Brother Jizong, stop. Calm down, Jizong, immortal emperor. Jizong. Yi Mo didn't even release his sisu, and there were endless voices of persuasion. Clearly, the secret realm has opened, and if Yi Mo started fighting with Jizong, immortal emperor, how would the rest of the people go in? If Yi Mo was weak and Jizong, immortal emperor, could kill him easily, then never mind, but Yi Mo was very powerful. The fight wouldn't end quickly. Seeing this, Jizong, immortal emperor's face sunk. He knew that even if they fought, no one would probably want to help him. Realizing this, Jizong, immortal emperor, sneered. What do you want? Some immortal emperors realized that there were at least two reasons why Yi Mo made these cards. One was for people to recognize his work, and second was to teach Zhou Qian Emperor sect a lesson. Whether there was more motives were uncertain. What do I want? Whoever touched my formation, send him over. Yi Mo sneered and then yelled at Shadowless. Shadowless, get ready to eat. Shadowless ran over, jiggling his butt while drooling and staring at Ling Xia, immortal king. Shadowless's actions made Ling Xia, immortal king, and Jizong, immortal emperor, shake with fury. Moon City Emperor sect Tongzhen, immortal emperor, thought to himself, one really couldn't defend Yi Mo indeed. It has only been this long, and revenge came. Everyone realized, no wonder Yi Mo didn't go look for trouble before. Yi Mo indeed wanted to put up the look that he wasn't someone to be messed with. Otherwise, these things would only happen again and again. Keep dreaming, Jizong, immortal emperor, yelled, and then ignored people's persuasion. A golden bow appeared in his hands, and the next moment, a golden bone arrow appeared too. Before the bow was drawn, that terrifying heaven and earth tearing chi already came. Yi Mo felt he was enveloped in extreme danger. Every inch of his skin was tingling. It was as though he might die to the bow, an arrow at any time. Shadowless, take Beiwei away. At the same time, Yi Mo released Sisu, an octagonal cauldron. He had repaired octagonal cauldron to extreme grade immortal artifact, but it still wasn't golden bow of immortal extermination. A few immortal emperors called out in shock and terror. Clearly this bow was very famous. That's right, it's golden bow of immortal extermination. Jizong, immortal emperor, sneered. He put the arrow on the bow and drew it open. The nearby 1,000 km of space was drawn into the bow. It was as though Jizong didn't draw open the bow, but the entire heavens. He was gathering all the lethal force of space into a single point. The nearby space became dark, and even the clear sun was blocked by dark clouds. People fled as far away as possible. Yi Mo's face was very serious. His nearby space was completely bound by this golden bow of immortal extermination. If he didn't have spirit sense domain and immortal monarch domain, he wouldn't even be able to move. Yi Mo knew he couldn't dodge this arrow. He was thinking about after the arrow was shot. He would make Jizong, immortal emperor, eat it even if he got injured. Even if he used How Heaven Drum, he wouldn't care. Yi Mo didn't want to use How Heaven Drum unless he had no choice. Brother Jizong, you can't shoot this arrow. This is the entrance to the secret realm. Your arrow will destroy the nearby space and cause the secret realm to disappear. Immortal emperors said desperately on the side, yeah, Brother Jizong, there are so many immortal king disciples, they're all going to die. Jizong, immortal emperor, didn't care at all. He had always been very dominant in the immortal realm. Even the few grand emperors would show him face. It was because of his pride that he wouldn't apologize to a mere immortal king. He felt he was giving Yi Mo great face by not looking for his trouble. Yet Yi Mo dared to ridicule him. To him, this was stepping on his honor. If he let it go so easily, would he assert his dominance in the future? Wei Feng, immortal emperor, didn't persuade. He had decided that the moment the arrow shot Yi Mo, he would attack. He wasn't going to leave Yi Mo to Jizong, Immortal Emperor. Yi Mo definitely had a lot of secrets. He was planning to take Yi Mo out slowly before. Seeing that no one could persuade Jizong, Immortal Emperor, the rest of the Immortal Emperors knew things were set, so they retreated. Those great eternity immortals and immortal kings had long fled. Shadowless handed Tang Beiwei to Miyun and came back. He felt this terrifying power. It wasn't that Jizong, Immortal Emperor, was powerful, but the bow was too terrifying. Yi Mo stared at the bow and extended his spirit sense domain and domain into a straight line. The arrow wasn't shot. It was drawing lethal force, but also searching for his opening. If he was distracted a little bit, that bow would pierce him. In this lifeless space and time, Yi Mo cleared his mind instead. There was nothing else in his eyes other than the bone arrow, the golden bone arrow. The pressure was mounting, but Jizong, Immortal Emperor, only locked onto Yi Mo with the arrow. The pressure was mounting, but Jizong, Immortal Emperor, only locked onto Yi Mo with the arrow. Yi Mo's heart sunk. He knew that if time dragged on the arrow would only be more power. If he had the chance, he would definitely not allow Jizong, Immortal Emperor, to draw the bow open. "I'm going to kill you." At this moment, a laugh sounded from the distance. It was clearly Ling Xia, Immortal King. Yi Mo subconsciously looked over. Jizong, Immortal Emperor, sneered. At the same time, he shot his golden bone arrow. He praised his sect member for being so smart, knowing that he was looking for an opportunity. The instant the golden arrow shot out, the nearby lethal force all rushed and shot at Yi Mo. Yi Mo took out a long breath. He was waiting for this arrow to shoot. Before the arrow shot, there was endless threat, but after it was shot, the subtle threat had become management lethal force. He was finding a reason for Jizong, Immortal Emperor, to shoot the arrow, and Ling Xia, Immortal King's words gave him that opportunity. He believed that with how cunning Shadowless was, he wouldn't let Beiwei be in danger. When Ling Xia, Immortal King, laughed, he immediately turned his head and released 5 lightning spear destruction. Yi Mo released 5 lightning spear destruction earlier. Then Jizong, Immortal Emperor, releasing the arrow. That brief moment was enough. Even with Yi Mo's spirit sense, he can only catch a trail of the golden bow. There was no way his 5 lightning spear destruction could be faster than this. The wind and lethal force swept by the arrow was blocked by Yi Mo's spirit sense domain, an Immortal Monarch domain, slowing it by a sliver. After a sliver of time, the bone arrow recovered its speed. The lethal force of the killing intent was clearly locked onto Yi Mo. The first lighting spear appeared in the air and headed to the bone arrow. Screech. A terrifying ear-screeching sound exploded. The tip of the lighting spear hit the bone arrow and was broke open from the middle. Black lightning spilled everywhere, and Yi Mo's lightning spear was tore open and dissipated. By then, the second black lightning spear had smashed on the tip of the golden arrow. Screeching sounds came again. The nearby space kept rattling. Slivers of crevices appeared, devouring domain and spirit sense. In this brief time, Yi Mo's 5 lightning spear destruction was completely torn by the golden bow. After that, the arrow smashed on Yi Mo's octagonal cauldron. The octagonal cauldron made a clear crack, and the arrow slowly. It still pierced the op and shot into Yi Mo's shoulder, bringing out a spray of blood, but the force of it was completely gone. It was stuck in Yi Mo's arm shoulder, but couldn't blow up Yi Mo's body. This all finished in the blink of an eye. Yi Mo put a few restrictions on the bone arrow and ignored it while releasing Zisu. He gathered the not yet dissipated lethal force and hacked towards Jizong, Immortal Emperor. He put a restriction on it because this bone arrow was too terrifying. He didn't want it to be taken by and used to threaten him again. After Jizong, Immortal Emperor, shot this arrow, he was at the lower hand. How could Yi Mo let such opportunity go? And hacked out with crevice. By the time Shadowless made it here, the arrow had already shot on Yi Mo. He bit down without hesitation. Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, wasn't worried when he saw Yi Mo's 5 lightning spear destruction stop the golden arrow. No one could stop it. Indeed, the next moment, the arrows pierced the 5 lightning spear destruction, an octagonal cauldron shooting into Yi Mo's shoulder. However, when Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, saw that the arrow not only didn't blow Yi Mo's body up, but was instead stuck there, he knew things weren't good. He took out 3 more arrows without hesitation and shot out. At this moment, Yi Mo hacked out crevice. His heart sunk when he saw Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, take out 3 more. He had seen the power of these arrows. If 3 more came, he could only wait and die. But soon, Yi Mo knew his worry was extra. These 3 looked the same as the first one, but its terrifying power, and chi wasn't even 1% of the first arrow. These 3 were copies. Yi Mo made this conclusion. At the same time, Yi Mo used Shatterspace Punch. Rumble. Shatterspace blasted together with these 3 arrows. Blood mist flew again, and the surroundings were blasted to nothing. The nearby Immortal Emperors came over in time and blocked the fighting Immortal Essence waves. Seeing Yi Mo smashed his bow and arrow with his fist and only bleed a little, Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor's heart sunk. He realized why Yi Mo wasn't blown apart by the bow and arrow. Yi Mo was an immortal god body refinement cultivator. Such terrifying cultivation power and body refinement. No wonder Wei Feng, Immortal Emperor, felt threatened by him. Just when Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, was going to block Yi Mo's crevice, he felt his domain crack. Not good, there was an opening in his domain. At the same time, Yi Mo's crevice suddenly sped up. The long purple sword ray sliced down. If Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, knew Yi Mo could block the 3 arrows with his fists, he would never use it against Yi Mo. Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, didn't have time to think about other things, and smashed out his golden bow. Clank! The sword ray hacked on the golden bow. Purple light splashed everywhere, and lethal force spread. The sword ray was diverted and sliced down from Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor's arm. Blood mist sprayed, but Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, already took back his arm. Yi Mo didn't fight over the arm. He just robbed the golden bow of immortal extermination from the broken arm. This bow threatened him too much. If there were a few more arrows like the first one, then even if he reached Immortal Emperor, he wouldn't have any control of the battle. Yi Mo immediately put on tens of restrictions on it and threw it into the golden page world with the bow and arrow. With his current power, even if he used golden page world in front of Immortal Emperors, no one would notice. Ever since he began cultivation, this golden bow definitely gave him the greatest threat. Luckily, it was in his hands now, and no one would be able to take it away. Yi Mo didn't know why Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, only had one of those terrifying arrows, but Yi Mo was certain there was more than one arrow. The battle was very short, and it seemed Yi Mo and Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, only touched twice, and the battle was over. But just looking at the battlegrounds, one could tell how extreme the battle was. If the rest of the Immortal Emperors didn't help seal up the secret realm, this place would have turned to ruins. Even so, the center of their battleground had turned to nothing. Wei Feng, Immortal Emperors, didn't attack. His face was very bleak. He knew he guessed right. Yi Mo still had many means that he didn't show. He also had the feeling that when Yi Mo battled Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, Yi Mo was stronger than when he fought Yi Mo a few days ago. This person was too dangerous. His cultivation level was constantly on the rise. But Yi Mo wasn't heavily injured at all, so he could only give up on attacking Yi Mo. Ji Zong, Immortal Emperor, connected his arm and stared at Yi Mo with a pale face while saying word by word, "Give my golden bow of immortal extermination back to me, or I will make you regret coming to this world. I will pull your M.O., you immortal sect, up from the roots." Yi Mo's eyes were cold. He didn't reply, and just punched again. Yi Mo wasn't scared of Jizong, immortal emperor with the golden bow of immortal extermination. Now that he has the bow, an arrow, how could he be scared of Jizong, immortal emperor? Yi Mo wasn't scared of Jizong, immortal emperor with the golden bow of immortal extermination. Now that he has the bow, an arrow, how could he be scared of Jizong, immortal emperor? When the searing wave came, Jizong, immortal emperor, realized that if Yi Mo was scared of threats, he wouldn't fight him before. Even the golden bow of immortal extermination didn't take Yi Mo's life, and now Yi Mo had the help of an immortal spirit beast that could devour domains. Jizong, immortal emperor, actually had this helpless feeling that Wei Feng, immortal emperor, had before. But because the golden bow of immortal extermination was too important to him, he could allow anyone to take it from him. Half of his power was on his golden bow of immortal extermination. When a blue flame wall came striking over, Jizong, immortal emperor, called out in shock, "Heaven flame, God art." Many people had heaven flames, but very rare did people have such top-level heaven flame God art. Jizong, immortal emperor, released a leaf fire circle. Patches of dark clouds swept over, wanting to block Yi Mo's blue firewall, but Yi Mo went into the fire and bit down. Shadowless knew that the heaven flame was controlled by his boss, and boss definitely wouldn't burn him. Of course, Yi Mo wouldn't let heaven flame burn Shadowless. Even if Shadowless lived there, he would be fine. Devouring God art, Jizong, immortal emperor, found his leaf fire circle's black clouds didn't even start to block the blue heaven flame, and was mostly devoured by Shadowless. He was even more shocked. What immortal spirit beast was this? It could devour domain and God art? Before Jizong, immortal emperor, could attack Shadowless, Yi Mo's second and third blue fire walls smashed over. There seemed to be a fourth and fifth. Jizong, immortal emperor's heart sunk. He knew he had lost. While Yi Mo's second and third firewall hasn't come yet, he could still go. He should quickly go, otherwise it would be too late. He must get back golden bow of immortal extermination, but not now. He didn't want to stay here anymore. The next moment, he disappeared in a light. Yi Mo dazed. He didn't expect Jizong, immortal emperor, would run at all. If he did, he would think of other ways to keep him. But Shadowless chased over. Seeing this, Yi Mo was scared Shadowless wouldn't be able to handle it alone, so he went over too. Yi Mo didn't expect it, but even Wei Feng, immortal emperor, didn't expect it. Yi Mo and Jizong, immortal emperor, were at most evenly matched, so he didn't intervene. Since Wei Feng, grand emperor, didn't intervene, others wouldn't neither. Everyone didn't expect that with how volatile Jizong, immortal emperor, was, he would run away. This was completely different to his persona. Jizong, immortal emperor, and Yi Mo soon left Jia Kui, immortal city. After this, one more person from the city followed. Shadowless was very fast. Jizong, immortal emperor's mobility technique was fast, but Shadowless and Yi Mo were both speedy type. Yi Mo could use instant transmission and had low-grade god artifact. Seeing this, Jizong, immortal emperor, knew that it was impossible to not fight, so he stopped and released leaf fire circle again. Before he could attack Yi Mo, a light beam attacked Yi Mo first. Martial brother Lang Xian. Seeing Yi Mo being ambushed, he immediately recognized the person. Before he could think, he smashed his Li fire circle out too. Shadowless bit at the leaf fire circle. Meanwhile, Yi Mo's fist smashed on the light that ambushed him. Crack, the attacker and his magic artifact was smashed, flying away. Yi Mo was shocked. The attacker was clearly an immortal emperor tertiary stage. How was he smashed away so simply? His void was a god art, but the worst amongst god art. Lang Xian, careful. This person is immortal god body, and Jizong, immortal emperor, desperately wanted to remind. But he only said half a sentence and was stuck. The next moment he pointed at his martial brother Lang Xian in disbelief. Lang Xian, why are you ambushing me? This Lang Xian, immortal emperor, stopped now and said plainly, what do you think? It's you? Jizong, immortal emperor, only said these 5 words, and his body cracked open. Not even his essence spirit remained. He had been dominating the immortal realm for countless years, but eventually died to the ambush of his sect members. Even in his death, he felt unsatisfied. Yi Mo dazed. No wonder that guy was smashed away so easily. Shadowless. This guy can compare with you. Yi Mo looked at the black-robed Lang Xian, immortal emperor, and sneered. Although he wanted to kill Jizong, immortal emperor, but he looked down on someone who ambushed his martial brother. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, took Jizong, immortal emperor's things and said calmly, don't make conclusions to things you don't know. Plus, killing Jizong is good for you. Jizong is cruel. If I don't help you kill him, your you immortal sect would eventually die to him. That means I should thank you. Yi Mo sneered. Even since Jizong, immortal emperor, made that threat, he wasn't going to let Jizong, immortal emperor, live. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, said plainly, no need to thank me. We're just using each other. You took the golden bough of immortal extermination. Someone will be coming for you, but that's not me. I'm from Ju Qian Emperor Sect too. As long as you don't keep challenging my sect, I promise I won't have conflict with your you immortal sect, nor with you. Shadowless, let's go. Yi Mo didn't even want to talk to this guy. Wait, Lang Xian, immortal emperor, called. Yi Mo, once scared of Lang Xian, immortal emperor, and looked at him coldly. What else is there? I want to ask for 20 secret realm jade cards. I have 20 sect members in my sect to go in. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, didn't care about Yi Mo's attitude. Why should I give it to you? Yi Mo said plainly. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, wasn't worried and spoke calmly, because the golden bough of immortal extermination originally had 9 immortal extermination bone arrows called golden bone, 9 arrows. You only have 1. You have the rest? Yi Mo knew he was immediately convinced. It was just as he guessed, there wasn't just 1 arrow. If Yi Mo got these 9 arrows, he wouldn't even fear Feng Kong, Grand Emperor. His battle with Wei Feng, immortal emperor, let him know the difference between him and the top Grand Emperor. If he didn't reach immortal emperor, he was definitely no match for Feng Kong, Grand Emperor. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, shook his head. If I had the arrows, I would have been long killed by Jizong, immortal emperor. I'm going to tell you where Jizong got the arrows from. The rest depends on your luck. Agreed. Tell me, these 20 jade cards weren't anything to Yi Mo. It's in Qingwei Abyssal River. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, said without hesitation. Qingwei Abyssal River? Yi Mo repeated in shock, and then asked, the place in Qingwei heaven that has extremely dense killing qi? The place where ordinary people would be eviscerated by the hatred and lethal intent there? That's right, it's there. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, answered immediately. Yi Mo took out 20 jade cards but didn't throw them to Lang Xian, immortal emperor. He asked again, I heard Ice God Palace is in Qingwei heaven? Ice God Palace is very mysterious, but it's indeed on an ice mountain in Qingwei heaven. As for the exact location, no one knows. I haven't checked either. They never sent out their sect members. I did hear that Ice God Palace isn't far from Qingwei Abyssal River. Lang Xian, immortal emperor, said. He was happy to give Yi Mo this information at no cost. The jade cards are yours. Yi Mo threw the jade cards to Lang Xian, immortal emperor, without hesitation and took Shadowless back to Jia Kui, immortal city. The secret realm entrance was cleaned. The group were waiting for Yi Mo to come. At this moment, the Jiu Qian Emperor sect people were the most hated. If it wasn't for Zhizong Immortal Emperor's arrogance, they would be inside already. Sorry for making everyone wait. Yimo's voice was like sweet rain that made everyone breathe easy. You're tuning into the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.